are live. I think we're live. What's going on, everybody? First game of the season, first game for us. Orioles, Twins. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you all here. We are back here at the Birdland Network, and we're really happy to have everybody in here. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a blast. We've got like 8 likes already. There's our like goal up there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. They're doing the national anthem as we speak. We're going to get Orioles baseball up and running here in just a little bit. Good to have all of you in. Anybody that's joined me in the past, you know how I do my games. I am a big Orioles fan, but I am not a homer. To those who may not know me, my name is Walt. I love the Orioles, always have. But I am what I call a honest fan. I'm not a homer. If they're doing good, great. They're doing good. If they're not doing good, I'll tell you that too. I have no problem giving the Orioles the what for if they're not doing well. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can. Let me know if you cannot. Hopefully you can. Hopefully everybody's in here, and we'll get some people in just a little bit. I'm just glad to have baseball again. Haven't been streaming in a while, so it's good to have everybody here. We're going to stream the game for a while, and we're going to have a good time doing it. I'm really happy to have everybody in here. What's up, Jeannie? Welcome in. Good to see you, dear. Let's go over the lineups for tonight. For the Twins, you've got Clemens leading off, followed by Byron Buxton, Keishel, Wallner, Bell, Jeffers, Larnach, Lewis, and Lee. Orioles are throwing out the first pitch as we speak. Oh, good pitch, too. And then for the Orioles, you had the lineup let me just bring that up for you. Taylor Ward's leading off, playing left field. Gunnar Henderson's batting second at shortstop. Pete Alonso's batting third at first base. In the cleanup spot and catching is Adley Rutschman, followed by the DHer Samuel Basayo. Getting his first start of the season, Dylan Beavers is going to be in right field batting sixth. Kobe Miller's at third base batting seventh. Colton Cowser is batting eighth in center field. And Jeremiah Jackson is getting the start at second base, and he is batting ninth. On the mound for the Orioles is Kyle Bradish. Taj Bradley is on the mound for the Minnesota Twins, and we're going to get started here in just a little bit. And again, I don't expect a major crowd, but that's why we left the like goal at 50. Hopefully we'll get there. We're already at a few, but I'm glad to have everybody in. Orioles looking to go 2-0 against a Minnesota Twins team that I think a lot of people, and it's not a disrespect, I'm just going off what I've seen from the prognosticators around the league, are saying Minnesota might not have a very good season. So, if you're the Orioles, you're at home, it's your home opening weekend, you've got, your aces going for the Orioles. The Orioles should get at least 2 out of 3 in this series against Minnesota. If they do what they're supposed to do. So we'll see how the game goes today. Glad to have everybody in here. We're about ready to get started. We're at commercial break at the moment. 4:05 is the game time. So we're still about 5 minutes out. I liked a little bit of information on the opening day. The Orioles played well enough to win that game. They won 2-1. Wasn't a lot of offense for sure. Trevor Rogers, 7 complete innings, no runs. I think it was 5 hits, 4 walks. Got to cut down on the walks. He got out of trouble. He had a lot of base runners, but he was able to minimize the damage to basically 0. He got some big double plays when he had to get big double plays, and he got big outs when he had to get big outs. And the Orioles were able to manufacture runs. No home runs. A couple, 2 to 3 base hits in a row, and good base running, aggressive base running. Got the 2 runs home for the Orioles, and they got away with the win 2-1. So it was a really good first game for the O's. Pitched well, good defense across the board. Tyler O'Neill had the one kind of gaff in right field, but overall he played well. And we'll see how the Orioles do today. But if you're in the chat, I see there's 4 people watching right now. Please give us a like as you're coming in and say hello. We're about 3 minutes out from the Orioles in their opening pitch of the game. Again, I'll bring Minnesota's batting lineup up. Clemens is batting first in first base. Buxton in center field. And I guess that's Keuchel or Keishel batting third at second base. And we'll see how it goes. A little bit colder today in Baltimore than it was on opening day. I think it was in the 70s for opening day. But tonight they're calling for the game to be around at game time. First pitch at 4 o'clock to be in like the 50s. So it's going to be a little chilly tonight. And it's giveaway night. It's Kyle Bradish jersey hoodie night. I actually really like it. I'm looking at it on the screen now. I think it looks fantastic. I would love to have that. It's like a button-down jersey with a hoodie and long sleeves. It looked really nice. I like it. So for the Orioles, Kevin Brown, Ben McDonald, and the Hall of Famer Jim Palmer will be calling the game from the Masson Network, and we'll be calling the game right here. Bradish last year had 6 starts for the Orioles in 2025 after coming back from Tommy John surgery. 2.53 ERA. Opponents were batting 200 against him, and he was averaging about 13.2 strikeouts per 9 inning. So he looked really good. His ERA was probably his lowest in the last 3 years he pitched. 30 starts in 2023, 2.83 ERA. 8 starts in 2024, 2.74 ERA. 6 starts in 2025. To a 2.53 ERA. All really, really good. That's like ace stuff. And if he can continue to do that, the Orioles could have 2 aces on their hands. And of course, for those that don't know, the Orioles announced that the Orioles and Shane Baz agreed to a 5-year, $68 million extension. It's about a little over $13 million a year for Shane Baz. So the Orioles have locked another player up long term. It's good news. Now we just hope we start seeing some of these other players like a Gunnar Henderson or a Adley Rutschman or a Jackson Holiday getting locked up long term. That's what we want to see. Jeannie, thank you for commenting. I see she's got some comments in there. I'm sure we'll get more as we get the game rolling here. 4:05 start, and we are at 4:04, so we're about ready to go. Just waiting for the commercials to finish. Now, anybody in the chat, anybody that's out there and is chatting, is there anybody out there that's been to an opening day? I've been to several. I've been very lucky to be able to do that for the longest time. For many years, I had season tickets to the O's, so we used to go all the time. Now we live in Florida, so we don't. Please hit the... Yes, thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate that. Yep, we'll get there. We have 8 likes already. That's a good start. And we haven't really called a game, obviously, since last year. And, we've had some sporadic content here and there with the Orioles and on the channel. So I'm not expecting a lot of people. I need to get back into it and get a little bit more consistency. But I'm glad for the 5 that are in here. It means a lot to me. And we're going to have fun. Thank you for that 9th like as well. We're going to get started here in just a minute. I might actually be behind. I was behind. So first pitch is already in the books, and it's a ball. So 1-0 count to Clemens. My apologies. I was a little bit behind. I didn't see it. All right, Bradish is set. He's at the belt. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a ball too low. Don't forget, you do have the ABS system where you can, Cody Clemens, you can actually contest, challenge balls and strikes. Just tap your hat if you're the hitter. 2-0 count. Bradish is set. He's at the belt. Here's the pitch. And that's a hot. Oh, it looked high, but it was called a strike, so it's 2-1. Should be ball 3, but it's called a ball, or it's called a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Cody Clemens. I know he's not happy about that. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. It counts even, 2-2. You'll see from Bradish today, he's got 4 different pitchers. He's got a sinker, a slider. He's got a 4-seam and a curveball. His sinker and his slider are definitely his best pitches. They hit him pretty well on the curveball. Here's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. So Bradish came back from a 2-0 count, and he gets the first strikeout of the night. That'll bring up the ever-dangerous Byron Buxton. It was a high fastball up in the zone, and that pitch is really hard to lay off sometimes if you're a hitter. And Cody Clemens couldn't lay off, and he couldn't catch up to it. So here's Buxton. First pitch to him, outside corner, strike, 1-0, or 0-1. Buxton last year, 264 hitter, 35 home runs, 83 RBIs, and 878 OPS on the season. 0-1 pitch is on the way to Byron Buxton. There's a swing and a ground ball to the first baseman. Pete Alonso's got it. He's going to step on the bag, and that's 2 quick outs for Kyle Bradish. 2 down, and that's going to bring up Keishel. I guess that's how they say it, Keishel. Mayo at third, Henderson at short, Jeremiah Jackson at second, Alonso at first, Ward, Cowser, and Beavers around the outfield with Adley Rutschman behind the plate. Keishel is in the box. Bradish is set. Here's the first pitch to him. Way outside, ball 1. Way outside, ball 1. Luke Keishel last year, 302 hitter, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs on the season. Not a lot of playing time. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Oh, that was outside, but it was called a strike. 1-1. Just off the outside corner, but Bradish got the call anyway. So 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a curveball, fly ball, center field, playable for Cowser. He's there. He's got it, and that's your inning, folks. So, just like that, 3 up, 3 down for the Birds. I'll bring you back to the main screen while we're waiting for them to come back. Don't want to show commercials. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We're heading to the bottom of the first inning. O's coming to the plate. No score. Good to have everybody in. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Going to have a lot of fun this year. Going to be calling as many games as we can. I know my screens. Hey, Sony, what's up? Welcome in. I know my screens aren't as good as everybody else's, but you know what? We're going to have fun with what we have. I like calling the games from time to time and just enjoying it. So hopefully we'll be able to do that more often, and you guys can join me for it. We do our best to really keep everybody educated. We do our best to really talk about the game. We like talking about the game and going from there. So hopefully if you're coming in for the first time, you're enjoying it, and we're glad to have you here. Wish there was a way to not have commercials so I could just show you guys the regular screen, but I can't. I've got to do commercials. So I don't know if I can show that, so I'm not going to show it. Just in case. 9 folks in here right now. Good to have you all here. I noticed a double screen. Yeah, it does that. When I change it back, Sony, it'll go away. When we get back to the regular screen, you'll see it like that. But for now, I have the default FaceTime on there just so I have it correct. I don't even know if this is the right way to do it, but that's how we're going to do it. All right, here we go. Taylor Ward coming in. I keep wanting to say Tyler Ward. Taylor Ward coming to the plate. Here we go. Ties Bradley last year, 27 starts, 6-8 record, 5.05 ERA for the Minnesota Twins. He's ready. The Orioles are ready. Taylor Ward's ready. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's way high, ball 1. 1-0. Yeah, I have to learn a little bit more, Sony. We'll get there at some point. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike, 1-1. I might even get away from ECAM. I might go to OBS if I can learn it. So maybe if we can learn OBS a little bit more, maybe we'll be able to use that. That would be cool. Try to find some way to get some overlays. 1-1 pitch on the way. Here it is. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1. I appreciate that. Thanks, Sony. It's all right. It's getting there. I figure everybody wants to see the game up on the board, so we'll do this for now, and we'll see how things go. So a 2-1 count to Taylor Ward. He's set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. 2-2. So it counts even. First hitter of the game. Taylor Ward's looking to try to get the O's with a leadoff hit here. We'll see. 2-2 pitch on the way. Way high. Ball 3. 3-2. So we got a full count on the first hitter, and that's what you want to see. If you're an Orioles fan, you want to see your hitter, your leadoff hitter, go deep in the count, drive up the pitch count as best you can. That's what you want to see. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Taylor Ward is out on strikes. And I got to be honest with you, it was a strike. It was on the inside corner, and it was close, but it definitely caught the plate. And 97 four-seamer in the corner. That's a really good pitch. Not much Taylor Ward's going to do with that pitch anyway. If he hits it, he's probably going to pound it into the dirt for an easy ground ball out anyway. Take it and hope that maybe you get a call to ball, but nope. Here's Gunnar. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Hey, we're at 10 likes. Good job, everybody. Oh, we got a dislike already too. I always like to know who the dislikes are. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Curveball strike on just at the bottom of the zone. 0-2. Quickly to Gunnar Henderson. Gunner's 8 for 20 against Taj Bradley. He's got a double, a triple, a home run. He's got good numbers against him. 0-2 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. Foul down the third base line. Let's do it again. 0-2. Taj Bradley is set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. So Taj Bradley's off to a good start. He strikes out the first 2 hitters he faces. One looking, one swinging. Gunnar has not looked good so far this season. He was 0 for in the first game with a couple strikeouts, and here he is already in the 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout already. He's not looked well. Not looked good at all. Yeah, Sony, I have to learn it, though. I have to learn OBS. I don't know nothing about it. I may go down that road. I may look at that later today to see about it. Here's Pete Alonso, 38 home runs last year, 126 RBIs, 272 hitter. If he puts up those exact same numbers for the Orioles, that'd be great. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul. So quickly, 0-2 on Pete Alonso. Credit to Taj Bradley. He's getting ahead in the count. He really is. He's getting ahead of these hitters quickly, putting them in the hole and putting them on the defensive. It's smart. Bradley's 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball. Up the middle, base hit by Pete Alonso. So Pete Alonso gets his first hit as a Baltimore Oriole. Orioles are doing this year. The Bird. They're calling it the Bird. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Pete Alonso's first hit. So a quick 2-out hit. It was a good ball. It was a good hit. It was like a line drive right up the middle. I wasn't sure it was going to get through, but it did. That will now bring Adley Rutschman to the plate. Rutschman's going to be hitting from the left side with the righty on the mound. Adley had 2 hits in the opening game, so he had a good start. Here's the pitch. There's a curveball low, 0-1. Curveball low, 1-0. My apologies. So 1-0 count. Pete Alonso's on first with the 2-out hit. Let's see if Rutschman can get a 2-out rally going. He's up in the count, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Rutschman last year, just a disaster of a season. 220, 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, 673 OPS. He did not have a good year. He missed a lot of time, too. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Outside. Oh, just caught the corner. Strike called. 2-1. So 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1. So Taj Bradley, as quick as he got the first 2 outs, when he got strikeouts on Taylor Ward and Gunnar Henderson, he gives up the 2-out base hit to Pete Alonso. And now he's fallen behind in the count 3-1 to Adley Rutschman. Rutsch is definitely going to be looking for something here to hit. Here's the pitch. Strike. Good pitch again. Low, bottom half of the zone, outside corner. Really nothing Rutschman can do but take it and hope they call it a ball because he's not going to do anything with it. Really good pitch by Bradley right there, and that runs the count full, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. That ball is low. Ball 4. So the Orioles got something going here. 2-out hit by Pete Alonso and a 2-out walk for Adley Rutschman, and makes it first and second with 2 down for Samuel Basallo. We'll do some scores around the league in a little bit here. We'll do that in the 5th inning and then again in the 7th inning. So here is Sam. First pitch to him. Swing and a foul. 0-1. 11 likes, gang. Good job. 11 likes. Love seeing that already. So we already got 20% of our likes. More than 20%. 0-1 count to Sam Basallo. Pitcher is at the belt. Basallo is set. Here comes the pitch. Maybe. Here it comes. High. Ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 count on Samuel Basallo. Or 1-1 count. 12 likes. Thank you, gang. 1-1 count. Here it comes. There it is. There's a check. Oh, good check right there by Sam. Basallo checks his swing. The ball was low. 2-1 count now on Sam Basallo. Taj Bradley started strong, but he's thrown 22 pitches and 13 for strikes. And good hitters count right here for Basallo. Here's the pitch. Outside. Oh, and they called it a strike. That one I might cut. That might be a challenge right there, but it's called a strike. So it's now 2-2. That was a big pitch for Bradley because if he falls behind 3-1 right there, whoo, that really puts the favor in Basallo's. But here we go. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. He's swinging a foul. What's up, Richard? The legend, R. Johns. What's up, Richard? Welcome in, buddy. Give me a like before you head out. If you haven't already, you might already did it. But thanks, man. Good to have you here. Basallo's still alive. 24 pitches thrown by Taj Bradley in this inning. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swinging a foul again. I like what the Orioles are doing here in this first inning. If nothing else, even if they get out of this with no runs scored, what I will say is this. They've driven his pitch count up. I mean, he's already at 25 pitches. He's going to throw at least 26. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. They're going to go high in the zone. Swinging a foul back again. Basallo is staying alive. That was 99 four-seamer from Bradley. I didn't think he threw that hard. This is going to be an 8-pitch at bat at least for Sam Basallo right here. That's nuts. 14 people watching, gang. Good to have you here. 13 likes. We're on our way to 50. Hit that like button here. 2-2 count to Basallo. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. This is the third hitter in a row that Bradley has gone to a full count. And his pitch count is going to be at least 28. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And it's in the dirt, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Basallo draws the walk, and that's going to bring Dylan Beavers to the plate. His first at bat in the regular season for this year. What a moment for him. And already here comes the pitching coach for the Minnesota Twins. They're going to talk to Bradley, who's now going to have at least 29 pitches thrown. You got to wonder. We saw this in the game on opening day with Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Skeens threw 37 pitches in the first inning. He had some bad luck in that first inning against Jeez, who were they playing? I can't even remember. They were playing the Mets. And he threw 37 pitches in the first inning, and they took him out in the first inning. Now, he had some bad luck. There were some, drop balls that should have been caught. He should have been out of the inning a long time before that. But because, it was so much, they pulled him at 37 pitches. If you don't see Taj Bradley do something here, you could see him get pulled in this first inning. Wouldn't surprise me. Early in the year, they're not going to allow these guys to have a ton of pitch count, so we'll see. But here's Dylan Beavers. He's ready. And here comes first pitch. There's a swing and a foul back, 0-1. This is a big moment for the Orioles right here. You can put a crooked number up in this first inning, get 2 or 3 runs right here in the first inning, and give Kyle Bradish a lead. That could be big. I think if Beavers just gets one in the air and gets a good knock on one, it could carry out. There's a lot of wind blowing today. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and quickly 0-2 to Dylan Beavers. Good pitching by Taj Bradley so far to Dylan Beavers. He's thrown heat, and then he went right from the heat to the off speed. He is changing speeds. Smart, really smart. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1-2. So again, Taj Bradley is now going to be at 32 pitches in just the first inning, gang. Wow. That is nuts. Hit that like button as you come in, folks. Good to have you all here. Orioles have bases loaded. Nope, he's going to step off. Bradley's going to step off. Smart. Catcher told him to step off. That was good. You got a 1-2 count on Dylan Beavers. Orioles have bases loaded. We're only in the bottom of the first inning. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Outside. Good take. That's a good take for a young hitter. That ball was right down the middle and then tailed at the last minute out of the zone, and he took it. That's a good take by Dylan Beavers. Now the count is 2-2. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Struck him out, and that's the inning. Woo! No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 3 guys left by the Orioles. We're going to head to the top of the second inning. We got no score. It's a big inning, though. I got to tell you, for what it's worth, that's a big inning for the Orioles in that you can get to their bullpen early. He threw 35 pitches, right around 35 pitches in that inning. That's a lot. That's a heck of a lot. I mean, you're throwing that many pitches. That's a lot of pitches. So I think, if I'm the Orioles right there, I'm happy to see that many pitches thrown by the starter, if nothing else. Wow, 22 people in here, but I only see 13 likes. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Walt. I'm a big Orioles fan. This is the Birdland Network. We're going to be calling games this year. I love having folks chat, talking baseball. If you have questions you want to ask about, even if you want to challenge me on something I said, that's fine too. We love talking baseball here. Got my spring training shirt on from the Grapefruit League. And I would love to hear from you guys in the chat. Please chat. I read chat the whole time. Love talking baseball with you. Please like and subscribe if you're new here. We'd love for you to come back for more games as we get into the season. La, 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 la. I know the Orioles are giving a big giveaway today for Kyle Bradish, which is really nice. Okay, get ready here. Hopefully that'll be done in a minute. Still waiting for the O's to come back. All right, we're back. Let's go. Here we go. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Walmer, is a swing and a foul back, 0-1. It'll be Walmer or Wallner. I'm sorry, that's an N. Wallner, Bell, and Jeffers. Matt Wallner, already behind the count, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball and a ground ball to the first baseman. Pete Alonso shuffles it to Bradish at first, and that's the first out. 3-1 put out. 14 likes with 21 people in here, guys. Hit that like button as you're coming in. We're trying to get to 50 likes. We might get there. I'd like to get to at least halfway there. 25 would be nice. Huh, what happened here? Let me do that. Let me make that. I don't know how that got like that. Let me just up that a little bit right there. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we are, right there. Good. Okay. Sorry, gang. I want to just kind of brighten things up a little bit. 1-0 pitch going away to Bell. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Hit really well, but he pulled it foul. My goodness. He was way out in front of that ball. So a 1-1 count to Bell. Woo! He got all of it, but he just was way out in front. One pitch. Bradish is set. He's at the belt. Here it comes. Here's a ball in the dirt. 2-1. Two-one count. Bradish is set. We got one out here on top of the second inning. No score. 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Inside corner. Strike. 2-2. Good pitch. Love seeing it. 17 folks in the chat. Not many people chatting, though. Be sure to put something in there. Let me know where you're from. Let me know which team you root for. Are you an O's fan? Maybe you're a Twins fan. Maybe you're a, who knows, maybe you're a Houston Astros fan. Let me know. 2-2 pitch from Bradish is on the way. Inside, way inside. He almost hit him. That runs the count full, 3-2. My gracious, that was way inside. He didn't get him, but he almost did. Jeffers is on deck. Full count right here. Oh, nope. Time called. Time is called. I don't know who called time. I don't know if it was Bell or if it was the catcher or if it was even the ump. But we're ready to go again. Here we go. Bradish is set. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball foul. Yes, let's go O's. Thanks, Sony. Appreciate you saying that. 14 likes. We're trying to get to 50. Maybe we'll get there. But I'm happy with 14. We got another game coming up later on in the week. I'll be putting that thumbnail out. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Line drive. Foul down the right field line. We will be doing the Texas game. I think Monday we'll be doing the Rangers-Orioles game. I'll put the thumbnail out for that soon enough. Three, 2 again. Here we go. Bradish is set. Here we go. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Woo-wee. Bradish is only at 20 pitches right now, which is really good. It's a fastball in the inside corner. He just kind of challenged him. And Bell just couldn't catch up to it. He was behind it. It was past him before he was halfway through his swing. Here comes Jeffers. First pitch to him. Here's a curveball in the outside corner. Strike. 0-1. You're starting to see the shadows come across home plate, which makes it hard for the hitters because you're used to seeing the sun out where the pitcher is. By the time the ball gets to you, you're in the shade. It can make hitting a little bit harder. 0-1 pitch. There's a corner strike. No! Call the ball. 1-1. Oh, man. It looked like he caught the corner, but the ump didn't give it to him, so 1-1. Bradish is set. 1-1 pitch. Way outside. Ball 2. Way outside. Yeah, you can definitely see the shadows. They're just over home plate. And then the rest of the field is in is in the sun. So it's going to make it difficult for the hitters, at least for the next inning or so. 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Oh, that looked like a strike. Now, I guess that was a little high. Ball 3. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul back. 3-2. A lot of full counts today. Have you guys noticed that? We've had a lot of full counts. Lots of full counts already in this game. Jeffers is ready. Bradish is at the belt. He's got the sign. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Jeffers. And that's going to bring Larnach to the plate. And that's not like Bradish. Bradish is not one of those guys. He's not. It's not one of those guys that walks a lot of hitters. He doesn't usually hurt himself. At least not in that respect. So here's our Larnach coming to the plate with a man on first and 1 down. Bradish is set. First pitch. High. Ball 1. 1-0. Hey, we're up to 15. Thanks, gang. Good job. 250 hitter from last year. 17 home runs, 60 RBIs, 727 OPS for Trevor Larnach. Or Larnach. I'm not sure how he says it. What Bradish is looking for right here is a ground ball at somebody. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul. But another really hard hit ball that he just pulls. So 1-1 count. Bradish's curveball is getting hit hard, but they are pulling it. They are not. They're pulling it. He's got to try to keep the ball low in the zone, see if he can induce a ground ball and maybe get a double play and get out of this inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. Didn't pitch it where Adley Rutschman was set up, though. Rutschman was set up outside, and the ball ended up inside. So it was on the other side of the plate, but he caught enough of the plate to get the call. So 1-2 count on Larnach here. Adley Rutschman's outside again. Let's see if he can get it there this time. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball to second baseman. Oh, he's not going to go to first. That's because there's 3 outs. I don't know why I thought it was only 2 outs. That's your inning. Ground ball to second. He throws the first for Pete Alonso, and the inning is over. That's so funny. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought that I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was still only 1 out. So no runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 man left. Bottom of the second inning coming up. We got no score in the game. I don't know what I was thinking. I really thought I don't know. I thought it was only 2 outs. I was wrong. Oh, that's funny. Nah, it's good to have everybody in. I hope you guys are having fun with this. Again, I love having the chat interact with me. It gives us something to talk about in between innings. Wow, 16 likes already. Thanks, gang. You know, we get 16 likes every 2 innings. That's definitely going to get us past the 50 mark. That would be amazing. So good to have everybody here. There's 20 of you in here right now watching. If you're inclined to chat, please do. We're very family friendly here. We're very welcoming, very receptive to anything other than mean-spirited, nasty talk. Other than that, please come on in, talk all you want. We're going to have fun. Really glad to have everybody in here. It's nice to see. For our first game back, it's good to see this many folks. And again, we're a small channel. We only have 1,200. But that's okay. I like having that many people here. You know, 1,200 productions or products that do not suck. That's a good name. Products that don't suck. I love that name. Welcome in, man. Good to have you here. Let me get everything back up here. Let's get started. I'll look at that chat here in just a second as Mr. Kobe Mayo steps into the plate. He is ready. So is Bradley. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside, ball 1, 1-0. Great commentating. Can you shout out Rick Dunn? Yes, Rick, for his 100th birthday, watching him. Yes, Rick, happy 100th birthday. My goodness. 1-0 pitch to Kobe Mayo is low, ball 2. Rick, welcome in and happy 100th birthday, for sure. If this is real, I always wonder sometimes, whenever I get new people coming in, I'm sorry, products, I just have to, I'm like, I hope this is real. 2-0 count, there's a pitch, line drive, base hit, no, it's caught, I thought it was down. Wow, Kobe Mayo hit that so hard, I thought the ball was going to go get down for a hit. It just stayed up, and the left fielder made the catch, and that's the first out. Man, he hit that on a rope. But I thought that it was going to fall in for the hit. No, it did not. It stayed up, and that's the first out. Actually, the ball sailed on him. I think he thought it was going to get down, too. So 1 down. That's going to bring up Colton Cowser. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1. Cowser has probably been, for me, just me personally, is my biggest disappointment so far as an Oriole. 196 hitter last year, 16 home runs, 40 RBI, 655 OPS. He struck out a ton. 0-1 pitch, strike 2 on the outside corner. He just, I have to wonder how much rope the Orioles will give him going into this season. He has to produce. 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Swinging a foul back. I mean, he struck out a ton last year. A ton. And it just wasn't, he was not good at all last year for the Orioles in a lot of ways. And he missed some time due to injuries, and he's got to produce better this year. 0-2 pitch on the way, here it comes. High, ball 1, 1-2, not even close. You know, I like Cowser, I like him, but he has to start producing better. He's almost an automatic out. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a foul. And that was a weak swing by Cowser. It was a curveball, off-speed pitch, which he struggles with. And you could tell it was just a defensive swing. No confidence in off-speed pitches out of Cowser right now. And the pitchers know it. He won't get fastballs. They're not going to throw him fastballs unless they have to. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball. Left center field, hit pretty well. That ball is down. That ball is going to get to the wall, and Cowser's going to make the turn. He's going to go into second base. Excuse me, with a 1-out double for Colton Cowser. And guess what? It was a fastball, middle in, and Cowser was able to hit it. Cowser is a fastball hitter, no doubt about it. You throw him fastballs, he can hit fastballs. And he threw him one there. That was a mistake pitch. Cowser didn't miss it, though. So, 1-out double, man on second for the Orioles. Good piece of hitting. Good for him. And that's going to bring to the plate Jeremiah Jackson. 103.9 off the bat. His first pitch to him. There's a line drive. Base hit into left field. Cowser's going to make the turn. They're going to send him. And that throw's going to get cut off, and that's going to score the run. And just like that, the Orioles have a 1-0 lead. Jeremiah Jackson on the first pitch he sees, lines a base hit into left field. Cowser makes the turn. It was not a strong throw from left field. It was cut off by the third baseman. Wouldn't even have been close. They were able to keep Jeremiah Jackson at first. But that's a 1-out RBI single by Jeremiah Jackson. The Orioles take a 1-0 lead, just like that. Nice. Really nice. And here comes Taylor Ward, line drive to third baseman, caught by the third baseman. Nice play. So again, the Orioles are really aggressive, swinging with the first pitch. That was a line drive by Taylor Ward to the third baseman. He made a lunge and grab. It wasn't a diving grab, but he had to lunge for it, and he caught it in the air. That was a nice catch. That gets by him. That's another hit, but nice play by the third baseman. So 2 down now. That's going to bring Gunnar to the plate. Here we go with Gunnar. He's ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a splitter. 0-1. Gunnar looks like he's pulling off the ball way too much right now. Trying to pull everything. He's not staying back. He's not keeping his head in. Here he comes. 0-1 pitch. That's a ball low. 1-1. Here we go. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1. So the Orioles now have a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the second inning. They were able to get through this time. They had bases loaded with 2 outs in the first inning. Couldn't get a run home, but they did get one home this time. And they're still trying to get more. 2-1 count on Gunnar. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice splitter there. Gunnar swung over top of it. 2-2 count. Gunnar set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. They got him. And that's your inning. Gunnar Henderson. Nope. But the Orioles get on the board. Get a couple hits. And just like that, a double by Colton Cowser. A single by Jeremiah Jackson, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead heading to the top of the third inning. Good to have everybody in here. 1-0 Birds, everybody. Like and subscribe. Please, please, please like and subscribe. Let's make that a little bit bigger so everybody can see it. There's our like goal. Our like goal is to get to 50, and you know what? We're at 16. Not too shabby. I'll tell you what. We'll lower that. That might be a little too generous for this early in the season. Let's put it at 30. That might be better. So good piece of hitting by Cowser. He got a fastball to hit. He's a good fastball hitter. He didn't miss it. Drove one into the gap for a 1-out double. Jeremiah Jackson comes right up and is aggressive and goes after the first pitch. Lines it into left field for a base hit. Cowser scores. Orioles 1-0. Just what you want. You're giving Kyle Bradish probably your ace. Another one of your aces behind Trevor Rogers. You're giving him a 1-0 lead to work with. Heading into the top of the third inning. Not much you can do better than that. That's good. Good start for the O's. 17 likes now. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate y'all being here. We're having fun. We're already in the top of the third inning. And the Orioles signed Shane Baz to a 5-year extension. I think it was 5 years, $68 million. All right, we are getting ready here as we're about to get into the top of the third inning as Kyle Bradish now has a lead to work with. Let's see what he can do with it. Hopefully he can do something with it. Here's the first pitch. Outside and low. Ball 1 to Lewis. Royce Lewis coming to the plate. Ball 1. Bradish is set. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1-1. It's great to see 14 people in here. That's awesome. Orioles announcers right now are speaking to Mike Elias. I'm sure they're talking about the extension that he gave Shane Baz. Bradish is set. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a miss. Strike. 1-2. I think this is the key for Kyle Bradish more than anything else is stay ahead of the count. A 1-2 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. Pop up. Infield. Gunner's calling it. He's under it. He's got it. That's 1 down. So 1 out for the O's. That'll bring to the plate Lee. Lee is stepping to the plate. Brooks Lee, 236 hitter last year, 16 home runs, 64 RBIs, 654 OPS. First pitch to him. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says he did not. So, no, he did. I'm sorry, the third base umpire says he did go. That's a check swing strike called. 0-1. I didn't think they called it a strike, but they did. Oh-1 count to Brooks Lee. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball foul down the first base line. 0-2 quickly to Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee. Wonder if they named him after Brooks Robinson. Probably not. Orioles have one more tomorrow against Minnesota, and then Monday, the Texas Rangers come to town. 0-2 count. Bradish is set. Ball in the dirt. Curveball in the dirt. 1-2. That's a good throwaway pitch right there. See if the hitter is going to be aggressive. Maybe chase, get an easy strikeout. But he didn't. So 1-2. And actually, you can waste another one here too. You can go out of the zone a little bit. See, make it a competitive pitch. See if he'll chase. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball. Shallow right field. In comes Dylan Beavers. He's under it, and he's got it. 2 down. It's going to go put him back to the top of the lineup for Clemens. What is it, Kyle Clemens? Back to the top of the lineup for Clemens. 18 likes now. Good job, everybody. Thank you. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Bradish is at the belt, and he's set. Here's the pitch. Nope, ball inside and low. 1-0. "39 pitches so far for Bradish through 2 2/3. 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball foul down the first base line. 1-1. Yes, Sony. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. He's glad to have everybody here. Hey, Chris, welcome in, bud. No, you're not late. Welcome in. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. There's Chris. Welcome in, Chris. Good to see you, bud. Chris, hit the like button if you haven't already. I'm sure you have, but in case you haven't. The 2-1 count to Clemens. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 2-2. Love seeing that. That was a good pitch. Be sure to vote too, folks. So 2-2 count right here. 2-2 count. Bradish is set. Here's the pitch. Got him, the swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And the inning is over. Bradish is looking really good, folks. He's looking really good. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're heading to the bottom of the 3rd inning. O's on top. Looking good. 1-0. Sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff together here on my phone so I can get this all squared away. Good to have everybody here. We're going to have fun. Hey, we picked up a couple subscribers, too. What do you know? Thanks, gang. I did my, for those that don't know, I did my top 20 bold predictions on the season for the O's. So if you haven't already gone out and looked, please go check it out. I have 20 predictions on the season. I will say, for what it's worth, I don't think any of the predictions are really that bold. Just what I think is going to happen on the season. It says bold predictions, but take it for what it is. But yeah, I have some predictions on what I think the Orioles are going to do this year. Individual and team-wise. Like, who's going to lead the team in home runs, stolen bases, wins, how many games, who's going to play more games. Kobe Mayo going to play more games than Jordan Westburg? Heck, is Jordan Westburg even going to play a game this year? How many All-Stars are the Orioles going to have? Now, all that stuff. Who's going to be the most valuable Oriole? Are the Orioles going to make the playoffs? Are the Orioles going to win the World Series? All that stuff. check it out. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, bud. $19 likes. That's amazing. Thanks, gang. Really happy with that. All right. So for the O's, we've got Pete Alonso, Adley Rutschman, Samuel Basallo coming to the plate. Lots of change to the Oriole Park this year. Here's first pitch to Pete. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-1. Oh, Chris, I think so. I hate to say it, but 20 likes now. Thank you, gang. I hate to say it. I'll get to it in a second. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Jordan Westburg this year. I don't. I'm kind of giving away one of my predictions, but I actually don't think Jordan Westburg is going to play a game. I don't. I know they gave him the PRP. What's that called? The platelet-rich plasma injection, the PRP injection. I don't know. I don't have any confidence in him. I'm sorry. 0-2 count to Alonso. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Catcher's going to give it a look, but I think it's going to get out of play. So 0-2 to Pete Alonso. I don't know what everybody else in the chat thinks. If you're an Orioles fan, you have your opinion on Jordan Westburg, let me know in the chat. I love Jordan Westburg. But I'm sorry. I always say the best ability is availability, and it doesn't matter how good you are if you don't play. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's a ball low. 1-2. He doesn't play. He seems to always get hurt lately. And he needs to be on the field, and he's just not there. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3. So Pete Alonso goes down on strikes. That's one down. It's a good curveball. It's a 12-6 curve right there out of Taj Bradley's hand. That ball just drops right off the end of the table. So good pitch I think it's a better pitch by Bradley than a bad at bat by Alonso. I know he's frustrated, but still. Here's Rutschman. First pitch to him, outside, but catches the plate. 0-1. He's a really good player who just can't stay healthy. Right. Well, Chris, you know what though? We pay you to play, not to be a good guy. 0-1 pitch, ball low, 1-1. You got to play. At some point, he's got to put it behind him. At some point, he's got to figure out a way to stay healthy. It's just that simple. Now, I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 more times. I totally disagree with these players not taking an off season. 1-1 pitch to Rutsch. Here it comes. There's a pop-up. I think it's going to stay in play. The catcher's giving it a look. No, it gets out of play. So 1-2 on Rutschman. The body needs rest. The body needs to recover. When you have an off season, you need to take weeks and months off. I'm sorry. That's what spring training is for, is to get you back in shape for the regular season. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. I totally disagree with this. Oh, I'm going to stay, I'm going to be hitting all year round from the cages. I'm going to be throwing, taking batting. No. Let the body rest. Let it recover. That's why you have 5 weeks of spring training, to get back in shape, to get back into playing speed. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Ball high. 3-2. These injuries to these players, how in the world can Jordan Westburg come into the season before he even plays a game and have a partially torn UCL? How does that happen? It happens because of all the stuff he's doing in the offseason. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Rutschman's not happy, but it looked like it got the corner to me. Good pitch again by Bradley. He's got really good control today. That's a good pitch. Again, it's one of those pitches as a hitter. That's a 100-mile-an-hour four-seamer in the bottom right corner of the plate. What are you going to do if you're Rutschman? You're going to hit it. You're going to hit a ground ball. Here's Basallo with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Strike. Yeah, Chris, I mean, just watch what you're eating. Let the body rest. Let the body recover. Take a couple months off. If your season ends in October, take October, November, December off. Start working again in January. Here's Basayo. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Bradley's looking good. And these hitters 21 likes, guys. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the year-round training. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Ball one. 1-2. Outside and low. 1-2. I don't like it. I think that they need to find a way to do that. The hamate boom from Jackson Holiday and a couple other guys this year. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. They got him. And just like that, the Orioles are done here in the third inning, bottom of the third. Heading to the top of the fourth. You know the score. Orioles 1-0. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. The hamate bone that happened to Jackson Holiday. He breaks it. He breaks it because he's swinging a bat all the time. Every day for hours. They're swinging these bats and they're not taking time off. And the body's like, can I get some rest? Can my hands rest? Can my arms rest? And when it doesn't happen, at some point the body's going to say, I'm done. I have to break down. So, just my opinion. Not saying I'm right. That's just how I feel about it. It's my opinion on it. Yeah, Chris. Bradley had a 5 ERA last year. The Orioles actually they beat him up last year when they played the Twins and he pitched. Orioles actually played really well against him. Oh, excuse me. To his credit, Chris, and everybody else, to his credit, he's making good pitches today. He really is. From what I've seen, his pitches, his command is pretty good today. I think he's just got the one walk. I think he's actually pitched well. It's not that I think the Orioles are swinging a lot of bad pitches. I think he's changed speeds. He's had really good command for the most part. He's gotten ahead in the counts for the most part. I think he's done his job. And when he is in the middle of the plate, the Orioles have hit him. The 2 hits they got because he put a ball in the middle of the plate, fastball in the middle of the plate with Cowser, and Cowser drives it into right center field for a double. And then from there, he put a ball in the middle of the plate for Jeremiah Jackson. Jeremiah Jackson hits it in the left field for a single. Orioles are up 1-0. So I think he's made good pitches. Top of the fourth inning for Kyle Bradish. Yeah, Chris, I mean, watch his pitch selection to Taj Bradley's credit has been really good today. Here's Buxton. Bradish is set. First pitch. Outside. Way outside. Ball one. One 0 pitch to Buxton. Here it is. There's a swing and a foul back. 1-1. Enza welcome in. Enza 13K. Taj Bradley would have 8 earned runs by now versus any other offense in Major League Baseball. Enza, I think that's not true. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Ground ball up the middle. Nice play. Jeremiah Jackson throws to first in time! Across the bag, and it's in time to get him. I didn't think he had a chance, but he got him. I don't know. Maybe the Twins might challenge this. They are going to challenge it. So Buxton's going to stay there. They're going to challenge this. Enza, I disagree with you. Their offense last year was not very good. I agree with you there. And, you can only play who you play. And I disagree. He is... Oh, I think he's safe. Enza, I don't know if you're actually watching the game, but his pitch selection's been really good. Oh. No, I think the call's going to hold. I don't think you can overturn that. I don't know that they can overturn that at this point. I think he's going to be out. I think it's too close to overturn. No matter what angle you look at here, I don't know how you overturn that. I think the glove and the ball in the glove and the foot on the base are almost even. I just don't know how you overturn that. We're going to find out here in a second. No, I guess it was overturned. Okay, so it is a base hit. So they did. They gave it to the runner. The challenge was overturned, or the call was overturned, and it is a single for Byron Buxton. I'm okay with it either way. It was so close. If they overturned it, that's fine. A good call. Fly ball, next hitter. That ball's hit pretty well. Center field. It's going to be playable for Cowser. Keisha got a good piece of it. Buxton's going to tag and go to second, and he's going to make it. Nice base running for Byron Buxton. Heady play right there. That was good base running. That ball was hit to deep center field. Cowser's got a pretty good arm, but that was smart base running by Byron Buxton. Now he's in scoring position with one out. Here's Wallner. First pitch to him. High ball. Excuse me. Just high. Ball one. And are you 12? You must be 12 years old. Here's the pitch. Ball two. 2-0. Throw to second. And it gets into center field. Terrible, terrible play by the Orioles right there. Enza doesn't know me at all. Enza, you're in the wrong place. I'll hide you as fast as I see you. I mean, obviously you're just saying that because you can't obviously think. Yeah, see, Gunnar should have had that. Did it hit him? Oh, it hit him. That's why. I don't think that's a smart throw by Adley Rutschman right there. No need to throw down. Just like that, the Orioles are going to play the infield in. 2-0 count on Wallner. Ball three, high. So Bradish, 3-0 count. Three-0 count right here. Let's see what he gives to Wallner. High, ball four. So first and third, one out. Ground ball, double play right here. It'll get the Orioles out of it. But Bradish is going to have to make pitches. If there's one weakness the Orioles definitely do have, it's probably the defensive side of things. The Orioles defense is going to struggle this year. With Jackson out, with Jordan Westberg out, they're going to struggle for sure. Those types of throws by Rutschman down to second on a ball like that, you can't have that. Don't make mistakes that are unnecessary. But here's Bell. With first and third, he's got a chance here to get a run home. Bradish is set. First pitch, here it is. High, ball one. See, Bradish is not right now. He's lost entire control. He's not pitching well at all. Everything's up. His body's out in front of his arm, and everything is up. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Josh Bell's ready. Here's Bradish's pitch. 1-1 pitch. Outside. Ball two. 2-1. Takes care of that. We'll take a long. 2-1 pitch, strike. Swing and a miss, or swing and a foul back. 2-2. Chris, that's fine. We know how to take care of that kind of stuff. He's just talking nonsense to just talk nonsense, dude. He probably doesn't even watch baseball. He certainly doesn't know it when he says stuff like that. So a 2-2 count right here on Bell. First and third, 1 out. Twins are threatening. Bradish has got to make some pitches. Oh, throw over to first, and he is back. Bradish is set. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, left field. Hit pretty well. Left fielder is going to have a play. They're going to see if they tag him. Taylor Ward throw. The tagging is going to get him. No, the run's going to score. Byron Buxton tagged from third. The throw it was down to home plate. He just beats it. And we are tied 1-1. Nice piece of hitting right there by Josh Bell to get that ball to left field. Pretty good throw by Taylor Ward. Got to be honest with you. A little bit stronger or a little bit more accurate to the plate. You might have a shot at him. Well, we are tied. That'll bring Jeffers to the plate. Runner still at first. He did not tag, did not go through. Outside, ball 1-0. So the Twins get a run back here in the fourth inning. We're all knotted up, 1-1. There's a strike, 1-1. Actually, I think one of the Orioles' strengths this year will be their pitching. I think their pitching is going to be pretty good. They're very deep. 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2-1. I don't like it, but right now the Orioles on the program that we're watching, usually you have the box in the batter's box to show what's a pitch, what pitch is a strike or a ball, and right now they don't have it up. I don't like that. I wish they still had it up there. Chris, you're funny. So 2-1 count. Jeffers is set. Bradish is at the belt. He looks at the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. 2-2. Jeffers, first time up, walked. They're obviously looking for him to pull the ball because the second baseman is pretty much right behind second base. If he hits it to the right side, he's going to get a base hit. 2-2 pitch, here it comes. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. 94-mile-an-hour fastball by Bradish there. He's up to 61 pitches. His pitch count is starting to elevate. He's got to try to get out of this inning quickly. Bradish is at the belt. 2-2 pitch. Here comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. And that's the inning. Good job, Birds. They do get a run, though. Minnesota's on the board. We're tied 1-1 heading to the bottom of the fourth inning. Coming up for the O's, we got Dylan Beavers, Kobe Mayo, and Colton Cowser heading up to the plate for the Birds. Victor, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Okay, I'm here. Can we start over? Watching the Mets with my dad. 0-0, top of the fifth. Kind of the same thing here. Actually, I'm kind of funny with that. Whenever somebody asks, what's the score of a game? And the score is 0-0. I think it's wrong for somebody to say. So in other words, let me rephrase this. If somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, what's the score?" and I say no score, or if somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, what's the score?" The score is 0-0. Which one is right, in your opinion? Are they both right? Is one right? Is one wrong? In my opinion, if someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, what's the score?" The score is 0-0. I think when somebody says there's no score, I think that's wrong. The score is 0-0. I never understood that. When everybody, what's the score? There's no score. No, nothing. What's the score? To me, it's the score is 0-0. Nobody has scored, but there is a score. It's 0-0. I don't know what you guys think in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Are they both right? Is just one right and one wrong? I think it's incorrect to say no score because there is technically a score. It's 0-0. All right, here's Dylan Beaver's first pitch to him. Outside and low. 1-0. Okay. Yeah, Chris, I totally get it. I guess you can say it's scoreless. I just don't. I guess it is technically scoreless. There's 0-0. But I just think 0-0 is the score. Swinging a foul ball. Do a poll. I have a poll up. I don't know if you guys saw it. I actually did a poll. Who do you think is going to win tonight? Be sure to vote if you haven't already. Can somebody tell me how many votes there are? By the way, I'd like to know. All right, 1-1 count to Dylan Beavers. Here's the pitch. High, ball 2, 2-1. So Taj Bradley, after his 30-something pitch first inning, is into the fourth inning, and he's at 67 pitches. So he's gotten a little bit more efficient with his pitches. 2-1 pitch, here it comes. Pop up. Shortstop's got it. He's calling it. Nope, now the second baseman's calling it. He's got it. 1 down. Sony says both. Okay. Maybe I'm being over technical, but if somebody asks me, what's the score? Nothing. That's the score. Kobe Mayo steps to the plate, and they're going to call the ball, but the catcher behind home plate is challenging it. It was called a ball by the umpire, but the catcher right away went like that, and it's a ball. It's a ball. So by that much, it's a ball. So the Twins are going to lose one of their 2 challenges. I don't know why you call that right there. That's a bad call. 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Man, that's in a 1-1 game in the 4th inning. On the first pitch to a batter, you're going to challenge a pitch? I don't think that's a good. I don't think Jeffers. I don't think that was smart. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike. All right. Thank you, Sony. I appreciate you putting that up there. Thank you. Do we know how many people voted? I only asked because I don't have it up. 2-1 pitch to Mayo. Here it comes. Outside corner. That's called. Was that a strike? It is a strike. Okay. So 2-2. Wow, 23 likes. Victor Young going to get me upset. When people talk foolish, that upsets me. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul. Good defensive swing right there by Mayo. 20 votes. Nice. So a 2-2 count on Kobe Mayo. 73 pitches now for Taj Bradley. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back again. Colton Cowser is on deck. He had a double his first time up and scored the Orioles' only run. We're in a 1-1 game, bottom of the fourth inning, folks. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Nice take right there by Mayo. He's seeing the ball well. That was a nice curveball. And he took it for ball 3. 3-2. Wow, Pete Alonso, he's got some bad hair, dude. Terrible hair. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt. Ball 4. So, actually, Kobe Mayo's had 2 really good at-bats so far for the Orioles. His first time up, he hit a rocket to left field that just hung up long enough for the left fielder to grab it, and then he draws a walk here. So, Mayo's seeing the ball well. 2 good at-bats today. Here comes Cowser, 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Let's see if he gets a fastball to hit. First pitch, strike, splitter on the outside corner. 0-1. Here's a swing and a foul. 0-2. So quickly, once again, Colton Cowser is getting behind in the count. His first time up, he got behind in the count 0-2 and was able to get a double, which is great. But let's see what he can do this time. Falling behind in the count way too much. Not good. You don't want to see that. Oh, 2, here comes in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2. Colton Cowser trying to get his second hit of the day. Bradley, nope, throw over to first. Mayo is back. Kobe actually had a stolen base Thursday in the game. A 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. They got him. I'm telling you, it's one of those things. Colton Cowser, if you don't throw fastballs to him, you're going to get him out. He off-speed pitches, he's just not good. And that's going to be something the Orioles are going to have to address with him. There's another strikeout for Colton Cowser. That's going to bring Jeremiah Jackson to the plate. They have got to start figuring something out with this guy. Or make a tough decision. First pitch. Outside corner strike. 0-1 to Jeremiah Jackson. After Jackson, we're back to the top of the lineup. So let's see if we can get something going here. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. So quickly 0-2 on Jeremiah Jackson. Yeah, Mayo's like 6'4", Chris. I think he's like 6'3", 6'4", 230 or something like that. He is a pretty big dude. 0-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. In the dirt. 1-2. 23 likes. Our goal is 30. We are almost there. 7 likes to go. Hey, there's 13 of you still in here. Thanks, gang. I think we got as high as 22. Jackson set. Bradley's at the belt. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Way inside. Ball 2. 2-2. Well, Victor, if he's going to hit he hit 272 last year. If he hits anywhere between 260 to 280 and hits 41 home runs and over 100 RBIs, I'll take it. 2-2. Swinging a foul again. Hey, we're up to 24 likes. Thanks, gang. Look, big home run hitters, players today, and I don't think it's a good thing. Very few guys can hit 300 anymore. If you're a home run hitter, you definitely can't hit 300. Very few guys can hit 300 and be guys that'll hit 30 or more home runs. They just don't do it anymore. 2-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play. He's going to throw over to first in time, and that's your inning. So no runs, no hits, a man left. We're heading to the top of the 5th inning, gang. Top 5 coming up. We're tied 1-1. I'll be right back, gang. Don't go anywhere. Got a little bit of a headache. I got to take some Excedrin. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, whatever he does, he does. Talking about Pete Alonso. We want to see it. If you're an Orioles fan, you hope he just has a really good year. That's all. That's what we want more than anything else. We just want him to have a good season for the O's. And if he does that, I'm going to be happy with whatever he does. All right, we're coming back here. We're going to get the top of the 5th inning going. Good game. Can't be unhappy with 1-1 as you head to the 5th inning. I'm curious to see how far the Orioles are willing to go with Bradish in his first start back from, into the season. I wonder how far they'll go with him tonight before they decide to say, all right, we're done for the night. I guess we'll see. Oh, Chris, yeah, no problem. Have fun. Thanks for jumping in, bud. We'll see you in a bit. We'll be here. Here's Larnick. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-1. Hey, man, we got 15 watching right now. That's amazing. 24 likes. 2 dislikes. I'm sure one of them was Enzo. But that's okay. 5th inning here. Bradish is set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball again in the dirt. 1-1. Larnick, first time up, was ground out to second base. He's 0 for 1. One pitch. Here comes fastball high. 2-1. Yeah, they don't have the box over the Orioles. Watching the broadcast game, they don't have the box. I don't like that. I wish they did. 2-1. Here comes. Low. Ball 3. 3-1. Yes, Victor, it's already out there. There's a Disney stream tomorrow morning. Absolutely. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Or swing and a foul. I'm sorry. Swing and a foul. 3-2. So count runs full on the first hitter of the 5th inning. Yes, Victor, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., we're going to be at Magic Kingdom. We're going to do the normal Magic Kingdom walk down to the park. We'll go in for a little while, ride some rides. We'll have some fun. I hope you join us. So 3-2 to Larnick. You really want to get this guy if you're Bradish. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back again. Yes, we are live from Magic Kingdom tomorrow. Absolutely, tomorrow morning. Three-two again. Bradish is ready. Here it comes. Inside, ball 4. He walks him. So a leadoff walk, not good. Not what you want to see if you're Kyle Bradish. And that's going to bring Royce Lewis to the plate. I'm going to blow my nose, gang. I'll be right back. Royce Lewis is stepping to the plate. Excuse me. Bradish is at the belt. Here's the pitch. Outside, low, ball one. I'm still in the room. I'm just over here. So 1-0. So Bradish is falling behind hitters now. Might be a sign. Lewis is set. Here's the pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1. Bradish has got to do his best here to really try to stay ahead of the count. Stay ahead of the hitter. Put them on the defensive. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball left field. Hit really well. Back goes the left fielder. That ball is gone. 2-run home run for Royce Lewis. And just like that, the Minnesota Twins take a 3-1 lead. It was a ball on the inside half of the plate, and Lewis just turned on it, and he was able to keep it fair. And just like that, 3-1 Minnesota. Bradish makes the mistake, and Royce Lewis did not miss it. Wow, he got all of that ball too. Orioles have not looked good offensively, and now they're going to have to find a way to score some runs. 3-1 Minnesota. Here's the next hitter, swing and a miss on a curveball. Brooks Lee is up. So Minnesota with the 3-1 lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, just a little low, 1-1. Good piece of hitting by Royce Lewis. Bradish got it in. He just didn't get it in enough. If you're going to miss in, you got to miss way in. And he didn't. And he was able to turn on it. There's another slider, and that's a miss. 2-1 to Brooks Lee. Looks like Yennier Cano is warming in the Orioles bullpen. I think the Orioles would like to see Bradish get through 5 if they can. 2-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swing and a foul. 2-2. I mean, he doesn't have an out yet here in the 5th inning, so he's going to have to do some work to get through this inning. It was a 92-mile-an-hour sinker that didn't sink. It stayed up, and it did not get in enough, and Royce Lewis turned on it. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it is. There's a fly ball to right field, and that's going to go foul. We'll do it again. You know, for what it's worth, to be fair, Enza, who was in the chat earlier, talked about the Orioles offense. As much as he was just being, just trying to be a troll, 2-2 pitch, here it comes, swinging a foul straight back. To an extent, he's got a little bit of a point. The Orioles were like 25th in offense last year. They were not good. They were a very homer-happy team. If they didn't hit a home run, they didn't win. They only scored 2 runs on opening day. They only had 5 hits on opening day. And here we are tonight, and already they only have 1 run through 4 innings. Offense has not looked good. 2-2 pitch. It's pop-up. Third base side. Mayo's going to give it a look. And did he get there? He did! He made the catch up against the net. I didn't think he was going to get there, but it looks like Mayo got there. He's shaking his hand. I hope he didn't hurt his hand. Are they going to take a look at that? He did catch it. That's a nice catch by Kobe Mayo for the first out of the inning. That'll get it back to the top of the lineup for Clemens. Ball inside, low, ball 1, 1-0. Nice play by Kobe Mayo right there. Victor, I do like the Shane Baz extension. If Baz is your number 3 pitcher, number 4 pitcher, here's the 1-0 pitch, strike, 1-1. At $13 million a year, a little over $13 a year, I don't see anything wrong with that. Do we have another challenge? Twins are challenging again, and they win this one. That's a ball. That's a ball. So they challenged it, and they were right. So 2-0 instead of 1-1, it's 2-0. They almost lost their second challenge. So 2-0, here it comes. There's a strike, 2-1. I really love the ABS system. I do wish that they would go. I'll talk more about it when we go to commercial break. Talking about the ABS system, I have my own idea of what Major League Baseball should do, will not do, but should. Bradish is set. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. He's got to charge it. Throw to first in time for the second out. So 2 outs in the 5th inning. I'd love to see Bradish get through with 5. He's not probably going to come out for the 6th as he's at 83 pitches. Nope, they're going to come get him right now. I don't like that. So that's it for Kyle Bradish. 4 2/3. He gives up, what did he give up? 3 runs, only 2 hits. But it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him. You had a couple walks in there. Let's see. What were the walks? Yeah, he had 3 walks. You can't walk 3 guys. And he did. And it cost him. So Bradish is out of the game. Yennier Cano is coming in 3-1. So while we're at break, what I really would hope that they would do when it comes to the ABS system or the umpires is this. I've said this in the past. Hey, 25 likes. Thanks, gang. My opinion is this. You have an ABS system that obviously can call balls and strikes. So, it should call every ball and strike. What they should do is this. Obviously, they have a system that can tell if it's a strike or a ball. Have an earpiece in the umpire's ear. So when the ball crosses the plate, if it's not inside the zone, and you don't hear a ding, it's a ball. If the umpire hears a ding, it's a strike. You still need an umpire behind home plate to call check swings, foul tips, pass balls, plays at the plate, check swings. There's all kinds, balks. There's all kinds of things that you still need that umpire for. But we need to get balls and strikes correct 100% of the time. I'm sorry, I disagree with those people who say you need the human element. I think it's crap. I think it's BS. I don't agree with that. No, you need to get it right 100% of the time. Period. I don't agree with that. The human element is crap. I don't believe in that. I think that the ABS system should go away and that the system should call every ball and strike. I don't think they'll ever get to that. You don't need to get rid of umpires because there's so many other things that you need that umpire for. But that's what I feel. And I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Yes, Victor, I do like the Shane Baz extension. All right, here's Yennier Cano. He did not have a good season for the Orioles last year. We'll see if he can maybe rebound this year. He's got 2 outs here, nobody on, but he's facing Byron Buxton. He's got to get a big out here. Here we go. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike on the slider. Buxton was way out in front of that one. 15 people, 25 likes. We are 5 away from our goal. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. Buxton is 1 for 2. He's got a single, a ground out, and a run scored. He's got a 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field. Past the dive of Gunnar Henderson. So there's a 2-out hit by Byron Buxton. 4 and 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks for Kyle Bradish. Definitely the Orioles are walking too many hitters. We had 4 walks on opening day by Trevor Rogers, 3 walks today by Bradish. That's a lot. First pitch, strike, 0-1 to Keishel. Yeah, that's 7 walks by your starters in 2 games. That's way too many walks. You know, a team that's got a little bit more offensive firepower and these games might be out of control. Got to cut down on the walks. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1. Now, Buxton can steal. He is a threat to steal. Don't know if he will, but he is a threat to steal. Might see Minnesota try and push the envelope a little bit here. Let's see. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 2. 2-1. I think if there's one area of the Orioles that is the biggest weakness, it's got to be the bullpen to me. I just think, no Keegan Aiken, no Andrew Kittredge. That's our biggest weakness. Throw to first. No, Buxton's back. Kyle Bradish will be fine. It's the first start of the season. It's cold out there today. He'll be fine. He'll get there. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-2. So Cano's just 1 pitch away from getting the Orioles out of this inning. And the O's got to find a way to score some runs. It's just that simple. Got to find a way. Timeout called by the hitter. But Victor, the Shane Baz deal I think is a very good deal for the Orioles. 5 years, it's 13, 16 million, whatever it is. That's a good deal. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. And that's the inning. And Keishel is not happy. He's saying that it was a foul tip in the dirt. But the umpire's saying it was a foul tip and it was caught. So we're going to stay right here. I don't think that... No, they ended it. Okay. That's your inning. Nope, they did end the inning. So there we go. Inning is over, but damage done. Minnesota, 2-run homer by Royce Lewis, and they have a 3-1 lead. Anyway, Victor, I do like the extension. Yes. I think it's a good one for the Orioles. I think it's a good one for Shane Baz. Helps to keep the Orioles, their rotation. Bradish is still going to be around for a couple more years. I still think that they'll find a way, if they can, to extend Trevor Rogers. I really think they should give him a 3-year deal right now. I don't think they should give him more than 3. I'm still not 100% sold on Trevor Rogers. I think a 3-year deal at about $20 million a year, give him a 3-year, $60 million deal at $20 a year. It's more than Baz is getting. I think that's the route they should go, and I think they should do it now in case he does have a great season. If he has that huge breakout season for Trevor Rogers, then it's going to be more than 20 a year. I would say here's 3 years at $20 million. Yeah, 3 years at $60 million, 20 a year. What do you think? See if he'll bite. And if he does, you got him signed, you got him locked up, you got Bradish for a couple more years, you've got Shane Baz locked up, and already you got 3/5 of your rotation locked up long term. And I think Eflin's got, Dean Kramer's still locked up. You've got Bassett's only on a 1-year deal, but I think Zach Eflin's got a mutual option for next year. So, you could have 4/5 of your rotation easily locked up for next year. All right, let's get going here. Here we go. Orioles are up. Here's Taylor Ward. First pitch is high and inside. It almost hit him. 1-0. Orioles need some offense, folks. Let's see if they can do it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. To his credit, Taj Bradley, after that first inning, he threw like 37 pitches. He's done well since. 1-1. Swinging a foul back. 1-2 on Bradley. On Taylor Ward, just like that. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. High. Ball 2. 2-2. And I don't like the fact they don't have the box in there, man. Because some of these pitches I'm looking at, I'm like, oh, that looks like a strike to me. But 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. Off to the right. Let's do it again. Bradley's at 91 pitches. I don't know how many more pitches the manager, Shelton, is going to allow him to throw. I would assume that if he doesn't get Taylor Ward, I think this might be his last hitter anyway. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Right down the middle. I don't know what Taylor Ward is looking at. That ball was right there. He just... That's a bad at bat. That's a bad at bat. What are you looking at? That ball's right there, dude. Yep, here they come. Here comes the manager. That's it. I thought that might be it. Here comes the manager for the Twins. They're going to take him out of the game. Nice, well-pitched game by Taj Bradley to go 4 1/3 and keep the Twins, leave with a lead. You can't beat that. Good outing for him. 1 run, 3 hits. Good outing for Taj Bradley. All right, while they're going to break, I'm going to go to the restroom. Be right back. All right, here we go. We're back. See what the Orioles can do. Already off to a bad start. Bad at bat by Taylor Ward. They really need to get going here. And Gunnar hasn't looked good yet either. So we'll see what happens. We are at, 26 likes, gang. Good job. Anthony Banda's in the game. 71 games last year. 3.18 ERA. 8.4 strikeouts per 9 innings, but 4.7 walks per 9. That's a lot of walks. Lefty on lefty. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it hits him! First pitch! And it hits Gunnar in the shoulder, and he is not happy about it. He is looking at the pitcher, and he's really looking at him. He is not happy at all. Gunnar is hitting the top left shoulder. I think it was the left. No, I guess it was the right. Top right shoulder. First pitch. And he is not happy about it at all. He is really giving the pitcher a look. But the Orioles get a break there. They get a runner. Let's see if Gunnar is... I don't know if the Orioles are going to give him a green light when you're down 3-1, but we'll take a look. Here's Pete. Pete Alonso. First pitch. Check swing, strike, 0-1. Alonso got the hit yesterday, but he right now is looking... I don't know if he's pressing because he's with a new team and he's trying to impress, but Pete's not looking good. 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. Last year, actually, Pete Alonso had reverse splits. He was actually better against righties than he was against lefties. Oddly enough. Let's see. Gunnar's got a good lead. Here's the pitch. Oh, and they had him going back to the bag. 2-1 high. Totally had him off balance there. Gunnar was heading back to the bag as he threw to the plate. He's not reading his delivery very well. 3-1. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball, right field. That's going to get foul. So 2-2. So 2-2 count on Pete Alonso right here. This is your big guy. This is your big stick. Bottom of the 5th inning. You got him in on first. You need a hit. Doesn't have to be a home run either. Just keep the inning alive. Start the carousel. Two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. They got him again. And Pete Alonso is not off to a very good start for the Orioles. And that's 2 down. That's going to bring Adley Rutschman to the plate. Rutschman's going to switch over to the right side. Alonso's just not looking good right now at all. My gracious. So it's up to Rutschman to keep the inning alive. Let's see what he can do. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Orioles offense has not looked good, folks, this year. I know we're only in the 2nd game, but nothing going. Nothing. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. High. Ball 2. 2-0. And Gunnar stole second. I didn't see that. I couldn't tell if he went or not. But Gunnar did steal. Gunnar steals second base. He got a really good jump. They didn't even try to throw down. So now the Orioles have a runner in scoring position. If they can get a base hit here from Rutschman, Gunnar's very fast. He'll score. And he's got a good secondary lead. Ball 3. 3-0.
Any chance of a swing, knowing Adley's typical patience?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, well, you got lefty.
Now we got a real chance here. Even though it's a 3-0 count, will he swing? I don't know that he'll swing. Here we go. 3-0. Strike. 3-1. I think you got to take that pitch there. You've got, Basayo on deck, though. He has a lefty on lefty. I don't know. I think you take that pitch. But here we go. Rutschman, big base hit here will be a help. Ball 4, high. That's going to bring a lefty on lefty. Basayo versus Banda. 1st and 2nd now. The Orioles got a chance to get back in this game. All we need out of Basayo, you really don't need a home run here if you're Basayo. Just put the ball in play and get a hit. Canadian's cousin. Canada's cousin. I don't know if it's the worst. I think the roster for the Twins is a lot worse than the Orioles. You obviously don't follow baseball very well. Here's the pitch. Strike right there. 0-1. I like when people come in and say that kind of stuff and they bring no context behind it. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside, ball 1. 1-1.
Yeah, that's the one you want to take. Talk to a lot of really good left-handed hitters. They said the breaking ball that starts.
It's important to when you have certain pitches, you got to lay off certain pitches. If you're Basayo, you're looking for something middle in to swing at right here. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He challenged him. 4-seamer. Middle in. And Basayo couldn't catch up to it. So 0-2. Or 1-2. This is one of those big at-bats for Basayo, a lefty on lefty. This is where you get some confidence. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him, and that's the inning. Good pitches by Banda right there. Definitely really good. No, Canada's cousin. It's 2 games. If that's the case, you could say the same thing about the Twins, and we're not even done the game. That's like the dumbest thing ever. Dude, you've got to be better than that. Let's be better than that. If you're coming in just to troll, well, that's fine too. At least be honest and say, hey, I'm here to troll. That's fine. then we'll at least understand why you're talking like that. But really? Worst roster in history. Who is your team? Jeez, we got people, 12-year-olds in here. Guys, you got to grow up. Twins have 4 runs. Yes, 3 today and 1 on Thursday. I agree. That makes them better? They didn't win the first game. They lost the first game. Your logic is flawed, dude. But that's fine. Look, you're entitled to your opinion. You don't like the Orioles. You don't have to like the Orioles. You think the Orioles are bad. You're more than welcome to think the Orioles are bad. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Okay, that's fine. And that's perfectly fine, Canada's cousin. If you don't like the Orioles, then I don't know why you're here. You know, why would you want to be in here and watch it? Just to badmouth them? I mean, if that's the case, then, grow up. That's all I got to say. Yeah, exactly, Victor. If you don't like them, why are you here? You don't have to like them. That's fine. That I totally get that. I mean, that's just childish. Everybody has their teams they like. Everybody has the teams they don't like. But I don't go into somebody's stream just because I don't like a team and badmouth them just to badmouth them. That's just asinine. Dietrich Ends, welcome in. I mean, that's what kids do. And maybe you're a kid. I don't know what you are. We all were at one point. So Dietrich Ends is in the game. 3-1 Twins. Heading into the 6th inning. Here's the first pitch.
It was a great story Dietrich Ends told. He was drafted
well, you know what, Canada? Here's what's really entertaining.
Years later, he finally made an opening day roster. He made his debut with the Twins 2 games in 2017.
1-1 pitch strike.
The Rays in 2021. The Tigers.
Here's Wallner. He's 0 for 1. 3-1 Twins, top of the 6th inning.
The assumption was Dietrich was going to make the club. He didn't have a great start to spring.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. Oh, Victor, it's fine. Ultimately, I'm not going to put up with trolls just to be trolls. No, that was me. I'm the one that hit them. I think it was. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind people coming in and cheering for their team, but when you're just being rude to be rude, just like he said, that's unnecessary. 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a foul back. We're going to do it again.
Maybe the first person ever to find out you made the team and immediately strike out the reigning MVP. A pretty special way for him to get this honor.
Well,
and then to get Bellinger out, hit about 330 off of lefties last year.
And look, the fastball, while it's not super high.
Dietrich Ends is in the game. Here's Wallner at the belt. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, way outside. Ball 2, 2-2.
I think he hides the ball really well. I mean, if you just look, he stays closed a lot. You probably see the back of his uniform.
Yeah. There's something, because you look at the swing and miss, the whiff rate.
Here we go.
1% on that 4-seamer. The average
2-2 pitch on the way.
big league level, about 22% to kind of give you an idea.
Outside, ball 3, 3-2.
Or he hides it, or a combination.
Orioles got to find a way to score some runs, though. They definitely are not. They're not playing well.
Pitch for Dietrich. He picked it up this offseason. He had 5 pitches.
Here we go. Dietrich Ends, 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, center field. That ball's going to be playable. Cowser in, keeps coming in, and he finally gets there. Woo! That ball, I thought that ball was hit better than that. 1 down in the top of the 6th inning.
Dietrich said, I wanted another weapon against lefties. Last year he threw a lot of cutters against lefties. That wasn't a great pitch for him. He'll throw his changeup left on left.
Josh Bell's back up, 0 for 1. He does have a sac fly. Here's the pitch to him. There's a strike, 0-1.
There's a fastball for a strike to Josh Bell.
As soon as this inning's over, bottom of the inning, we'll go over some scores around Major League Baseball. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, left field, hit pretty good. Taylor Ward's there, though. He's going to get there, and that's 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th.
As you guys saw on opening day, Taylor Ward a little trouble with the Byron Bucks
We'll get to some scores here as soon as this inning is over. See how everything's going around Major League Baseball. Again, good to have everybody here. 26 likes. That's really nice of you. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate that. Here's the pitch. Inside corner. Oh, it's called a ball. 1-0. Hey, we're at 27. 3 to go. Good job. Well, Victor, no, exactly. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2-0. Nobody said, no, you don't have to come in and be an O's fan. But to come in and just badmouth the badmouth is just, that's just childish. That's all. What's up, Jeff? Welcome in. Good to see you. Twins are playing well, Jeff. There's a Twins fan coming in, Jeff Snook. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Dive by Gunnar. Throw to first. In time. He gets him. And that's a nice play by Gunnar Henderson to end the top of the 6th inning. A ball up the middle like that. Gunnar made a really nice play to his right or to his left. Got up in plenty of time and threw him out by about 3 feet. Nice play by Gunnar. Right into the bottom of the 6th. Orioles are down 3-1. Jeff, Taj Bradley got off to a rocky start in that first inning, but he's pitched well. All right, let's go around Major League Baseball and see what some of the scores are. Top of the 8th inning, Athletics with the 6-5 lead over the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 7th inning, Pirates, Mets, no score. Top of the 7th, Rangers 3, Phillies nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, Rockies, Marlins are tied 3-3. Bottom of the, or middle of the 6th, Reds have a 5-3 lead over the Red Sox. Angels, Astros, White Sox, Brewers, Royals, Braves, Giants, Yankees, Tigers, Padres, D-backs, Dodgers are later. Guardians, Mariners are later. Earlier today, the Cardinals beat the Rays 6-5, and the Cubs beat the Nationals 10-2. That's where we stand. Yeah, Jeff, Bradley's pitched well and kept them in the game. Basically, one mistake by Bradish. He left a pitch on the inside corner to Royce Lewis. He got it in, but didn't get it in enough. And Royce Lewis turned on it for a 2-run homer to give him a 3-1 lead. And that's where we stand. And the Orioles haven't had, the first inning they had bases loaded with 2 outs. They couldn't do anything with that. Other than that, they really haven't had a lot of opportunities. Well-pitched game to this point. And nice play by Gunnar right there. Very windy at Citi Field. A lot of foul ball outs today. Really? Huh. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Orioles are running out of chances, gang. Got to find a way to get some runs right here. You've got Tyler O'Neill is probably going to pinch hit for Dylan Beavers. So you have O'Neill, Mayo, and Kowser coming to the plate. Cody Funderburk's in the game. Are we 2 likes away? We are 2 likes away. What do you know? But Tyler O'Neill is coming to the plate. Tyler O'Neill's home run on opening day streak ended this year. He had 6 straight opening days with a home run. He did not hit one on Thursday. Inside, ball 1. 6, 7, 8, 9 right here. 6, 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Orioles. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. 1-1.
His home run opening day streak, not yesterday on Thursday. His home run opening day streak was snapped, but he did score a run, and he becomes
Canada's cousin was probably just Enza with another account. 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a foul back again. 1-2. Looks like Mountcastle is up. Is he gonna hit for Kobe Mayo? I don't like that. Let's see. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him.
Lot of strikeouts.
He has not looked good. Way too many strikeouts for the Orioles.
Yeah, that stuff was different. Yeah, the Orioles only struck out, 8 times opening day.
Yeah, Ryan got him so at 7 times, 6 on curveballs, and he was pretty awesome.
There's the first pitch to Kobe Mayo, and that's a strike, 0-1.
Wanders out of the box. Doesn't take his time though. Well, there's Mounty on deck.
Looks like Mayo's going to pinch hit for Colton Cowser. Swinging and a foul back, so quickly 0-2 on Kobe Mayo. Mayo's first 2 times up, a line drive out to left field, hit the ball really hard, and then a walk.
4 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned, walked 3, struck out 9. Leody Taveras may.
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. Orioles aren't hitting well right now. You know, Canada's cousin, Enzo, whoever it was, they're not totally wrong when they're talking about the Orioles offense. They haven't played well.
Running mitt on, so he'd probably run for Mountcastle since he'd play the outfield anyway.
Orioles have to find ways to score. You have to find ways to score some runs because you're right, Jeff. They're going to face some other rosters that are going to have better pitching staffs. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3. And this is what the Orioles do. That's not good. You know, they way too many strikeouts. They can't put the ball in play.
Have been Ks from 3 Twins pitchers.
You know, to their credit, the Twins have made good pitches when they've had to. They really have.
I was talking to Eve Rosenbaum before opening day, Orioles assistant general manager, and she said we really.
So it looks like Ryan Mountcastle is going to pinch hit for Colton Cowser, which I'm assuming means Leody Taveras is going to go into center field. And see, just like that, already you're pinch hitting for Colton Cowser. First pitch to Mounty is inside, ball 1, 1-0. Second game of the season, your starting center fielder is Colton Cowser, and you're pinch hitting for him already. It's not a good look for Cowser. 1-0 pitch, inside and low, ball 2, 2-0. Not good for Cowser at all. That's not a good look when your coach, the second game into the season, is already pinch hitting for you. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. 2-1.
Written down there in that coaching box, and there's a new rule. If you hadn't been following, there's a new rule in baseball that coaches have to stay within the coaching box.
No, Kyle Bradish. You mean Kyle Bradish? No, Bradish is already out of the game, sports. So no, he's not going to get it. Here's a swing and a line drive, base hit. Yes, it is down. Base hit to center field for Ryan Mountcastle. Just off the end of the bat. I thought he hit it better than that. But no, it's a 2-out single for Ryan Mountcastle. And are they going to pinch run him? Yes, they are. So Mounty comes in, gets one swing, gets a base hit, and they're going to pinch run him. So Leody Taveras is going to pinch run. Obviously, Taveras will go in just like I thought, and he'll play center field. Just off the end of the bat, but it is a base hit.
Right off the end of the bat. Boy, you could hear it crack. But nobody will remember that.
Yeah, Bradish is out of the game.
That was easy.
Sports, he's out of the game. So, yes, if you're looking for 4.5, he's not going to get it because he's out. Cano has already come in. Here's first pitch. Inside. Ball 1 to Jeremiah Jackson. Now, Leody Taveras, the guy at first base, does have some speed. There is a potential he could steal here. But you're down 2. You're not down 1. 1-0 pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field. It's off the glove of the shortstop who dove for it. That's going to allow the runners to advance. Throw to second. No. So Jeremiah Jackson did not go to second on that ball. The shortstop dove, got his glove on it, but it ricocheted off. And that allowed Jeremiah Jackson to get all the way to third base. So now the Orioles have first and third. Another well-hit ball by Jeremiah Jackson. So now first and third, 2 outs. And that's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup for Taylor Ward. That's probably a ball the shortstop should handle. It was a hard hit ball, but I think he probably should get there. So Shelton, the manager, is going to come get Funderburk, who's done for the day. Back-to-back base hits given up. And we'll see what happens. So the Orioles again got something brewing here. Orioles got more hits. They got 5 hits. Minnesota's only got 3. But Minnesota has taken advantage of their opportunities. They still hold a 3-1 lead. And again, if I'm the Orioles here, I don't need a home run. A base hit, a ball in the gap. Just, we can chip away at this. End of the inning, I got to get another water. Taylor Ward has not looked well so far in his at-bats. He's had some bad at-bats, especially his last at-bat, called third strike on a ball right down the middle. Obviously, he was looking for something else. Could really kind of redeem himself right here with a hit. Let's see if he can do it. I love the fact we're at 29 likes as well. Thank you, gang. It's easier to accept a story than believe that the people around you are monsters. See what the Orioles can do here. See if they can get something going. And get a run home. At least get one. We got to get one here. Got to get one. If we can get one, cut it to 3-2, we're right back in the game. It was time for us to change things. But it starts with the first one. You got to get the first one. Let's see what they can do here. 3-1 Minnesota, bottom of the 6th inning. Orioles have first and third with 2 outs. Taylor Ward is coming to the plate. Eric Orrs is coming in for Minnesota in a very big spot. Big hits in big moments. It's what makes the difference in teams that are going to play well in the regular season and win a lot of games and teams that aren't. You got to get the big hits in the big situations. Let's see what the Orioles can do. Ward is set. Here's the first pitch to him. High, ball 1, 1-0. Ward is 0 for 3 in the game. Looking for his first hit with the Orioles. Actually, he may have got a hit on Monday. Ball 2 in the dirt. So quickly, Orrs is behind in the count 2-0. So just like that, Taylor Ward's got the count in his favor here. Now he can look for a certain pitch. And if it's, a certain pitch in a certain part of the plate, if it's there, he's hacking. Let's see. 2-0, here it comes. Strike. I don't know what Taylor Ward's looking at. Man, that ball's right there. It's almost like he's looking for a walk. So 2-1 right here. Let's see what he can do. This is a guy that hit 36 home runs last year. Here's the pitch. Ball high, 3-1. Gunners on deck. 3-1 count right here, gang. Let's see what we can do. Count is in his favor right here for Taylor Ward. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. He walks him. So here's a big opportunity for Gunnar Henderson with the bases loaded. A righty on lefty. I don't know that the Twins will go back to the bullpen here. I think he's going to have to face this guy. So Gunnar's got a chance right here. Wait a minute. Let's see what's going on. The catcher's coming out to the mound. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the game. So yeah, the pitching coach is coming out to talk to the pitcher. Gunnar's got, Gunnar is your star, right? He's your impending superstar on the Orioles. This is his opportunity right here. This is what you play for. This is his opportunity. Going to get his chances. And Gunner's an aggressive hitter, but, you know, how do you do that here? You know, the guy just walked the batter. Are you going to be aggressive and think, look, he doesn't want to get behind, he's going to throw a strike? Or do you say, hey, make him throw a strike? Nick in Virginia. What's up, Nick? Welcome in, buddy. So here's Gunner. First pitch to him. Up high. Ball 1. 1-0. Nick, hit that like button for me as you come in. One 0 count. Here's the pitch to Gunner. Ball. Oh, that looked high, but it's called a strike. 1-1. So a 1-1 count to Gunnar Henderson right here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-1 Minnesota with the lead. Let's see what the O's can do. Here's the pitch. That ball is low and outside. Good take for Gunnar right there. That was a good take. He wanted to swing, but he held up. That was great. So 2-1 count right here. Gunnar is set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Oh, it was a splitter. 81 mile per hour splitter, and Gunnar was way out in front on that one. So now the count runs even 2-2. If you're Gunnar Henderson right here, you've just got to protect the plate. Just bat on ball. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. That runs the count full. Gunnar Henderson's career with the bases loaded. He's a .310 hitter, 2 grand slams, 34 RBIs. He's got 1,000 OPS. Let's see what he can do. Full count. The runners will be going. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. It's going to be very playable to right field. Right fielder's got it, and that's your inning, folks. Gunnar doesn't get the job done. And that's your inning. No runs for the Orioles. Couple hits, 3 guys left. Orioles have left 10 men on base in this game. 10 left on base in this game. We're heading to the 7th inning. It's 3-1 Minnesota. And we've got the 30 likes. What do you know? Good job, gang. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a water. 10 men left on base, gang. It's always good to drink water when you can. Drink your water when you can. Woo! Orioles had their opportunity there. They've had a lot of opportunities in this game, to be honest with you. You know, 10 runners left on base is not good at all. Bad situational hitting by the O's there. Dietrich Gens is back out. First pitch, outside, ball 1 to Larnach. 0-1. Yeah, Jeff. You know, Gunnar, you got to come through in those spots. That's the difference. You know, it is the difference between wins and losses is coming up with the big moments and getting the big hits. They haven't done it. 1-0 pitch, strike, 1-1. And absolutely, Minnesota's pitchers have kept them in the game. Trevor Larnach, 1-1 pitch, high and inside. Ball 2, 2-1. We got to 30 likes, gang. That's amazing. Thank you. And our next game will be Monday against the Texas Rangers. Be sure to join us for that. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1. Here it comes. 3-1 pitch. Pop up. Short left field. In comes the left fielder. He's calling him off. And Taylor Ward will get there for the first out of the 7th inning. So Tyler O'Neill goes to right. Leody Taveras goes to center. Taylor Ward stays at first. Stays in left. Yeah, Gunner's frustrated, but he should be frustrated. Timeout called by Royce Lewis. And Royce Lewis is the difference in this game right now, folks. 2-run homer back in the 5th. Gave them the lead. Here's the pitch. Ball low, 1-0. Good to have everybody in here. We still got 8 people watching. We got as high as like 22 at one point, which is awesome. I appreciate that. Means a lot. 1-0 pitch, swing, and a foul. Yep, out of play. 1-1. I really do mean it. Thank you for all those that hung in there. We're into the 7th inning, top of the 7th. We're going to give score updates again here after the 7th inning's over. So once the Orioles are done in the 7th, as we head to the 8th, we'll do another score update around the league. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. One-two pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow morning at Magic Kingdom. If you want to join us for that. Dietrich Enns is set. Royce Lewis is set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ball in the dirt. 3-2. Good having everybody in here today. This has been fun. 3-2 pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Royce Lewis, the number 8 hitter, and that's going to bring Brooks Lee to the plate. I think the O's tomorrow will play at, 1:35 tomorrow afternoon against the Twins? Nope. Throw over to first. Pick off. Nope. He's back. First pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1 to Brooks Lee. Orioles need a ground ball double play right here. Get out of this inning. 31 likes. Thank you, gang. 0-1 pitch. Low. Ball 1. 1-1. Appreciate it very much. 31 likes. That's really awesome. For our first game back since last year, that's pretty cool to have that many likes. Thank you. 1-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a swing and a foul. The runner was going, but he's got to go back. So 1-2 count. I don't know what kind of lead he got, but Royce Lewis was running on the pitch, but it's a foul, so he's got to go back. One-two pitch. Ball. 2-2. Ball low. Dietrich Enns is set. Here comes the 2-2. No, he throws back over to first. Just making sure he doesn't go anywhere. Lewis's lead at first is minimal. It's not much of a lead. It's an okay lead. There he goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. No, not going to be in time. But they do get the strikeout. So Royce Lewis gets the stolen base. But we get the strikeout of Brooks Lee. And that's now 2 down in the inning. It was on an off-speed pitch. Not much. He got a good jump. He really stole that base off the pitcher. Not much Adley can do there. Even a good throw isn't going to get him. So 2 down for Clemens. Let's see. First pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. Clemens is 0 for 3 in the game. Cody Clemens ground out in the 5th. Looking for his first hit of this game. And a hit here is going to score another run for Minnesota. So this is a big at bat. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. So a 1-1 count on Cody Clemens. Dietrich ends his set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a curveball low and inside. Ball 2. 2-1. Thanks. I appreciate that, Sony. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2-2 count on Cody Clemens, 2 down in the inning. Here it comes. Line drive, base hit into center field. The runner's going to round third, throw to the plate. It's going to get cut off by Pete Alonso, and that's going to be another run for the Minnesota Twins. And that, folks, is the difference right there. Right there, that's the difference between winning games and losing games. I know it sounds very basic, but it's the God's honest truth. A 2-out guy comes up with a runner in scoring position, and he gets a base hit. It's that simple. He doesn't do too much. He just gets the bat on the ball and gets a base hit. The Orioles, with 2 outs and bases loaded, what do? They pop up and they fly out. And it's the difference between wins and losses. And it's been a problem with the Orioles. It really has been an issue with them all year long. Last year into this year. They cannot get the big hit when they need the big hit. Just being fair, it is what it is, and they're not doing it. And when you don't, you lose games. It's that simple. All right, the poll was ended. 29 votes on the poll. Good job, gang. I don't think we're going to get it right, though. Orioles aren't looking good. Down 4-1 at this point. It's going to take a wing and a prayer to come back in this one, I'll tell you that. But it really is the difference. It really is. You have to get the big hits in the big moments. And that's what Minnesota has done in this game, and the Orioles haven't. The Orioles are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Minnesota is 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position. They've only had 1 opportunity, and they capitalized on it. Orioles have had 4 opportunities, and have only gotten the 1. Again, it really is the difference between winning and losing. For Enza and Cousins, Canada's cousin, which I think is still the same person, part of what they said is true. The Orioles have not offensively played well. There's a better way to say it than to be asinine about it, but it's true. They haven't. Oh, Jeff, you know what? It's look. Even if what's the old saying? If you win 100 games, you still lose 62. There's going to be a lot of losses during the regular season. It is what it is. All right, here's Yarmil Geraldo in the game for the O's. Oh, 1 count on Byron Buxton. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So quickly 0-2 on Buxton. Again, 4-1. With the way the offense is playing for the Orioles right now, Jeff, it's not going to matter. Unless they find a way to wake up. This is going to be tough for the Orioles to come back. They've got 9 outs to work with. And they haven't done anything offensively. 0-2 pitch on the way. Don't need to throw a strike here. Nope, throw over to first. Oh, 2 pitch. Here it comes, right here. Swing and a miss. He got him. And that's the inning. But the damage is done. Another run in for Minnesota. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. 4-1. Minnesota's got the lead, folks. 4-1 the Twinkies. The Twins. Sorry. Again, gang, thank you all for the likes. 32 likes today. That's great. I initially put the like count at 50, but that was kind of a little too generous. I put it down to 30, and you guys have just been awesome, and you got us there. That's awesome. We hit the mark. We're at 32 already and still going strong. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Orioles aren't playing well offensively, just not playing good at all. And it's going to be the difference. You have to hit somewhat. And right now they're just not hitting. They still are out hitting the Minnesota Twins 5-4. The Orioles have 5 hits. Minnesota's got 4. Minnesota's got 4 runs. And that's all that really matters. How many hits you have ultimately doesn't matter. It's the runs that make the difference. And Minnesota's got 4. They've taken advantage of their opportunities to score, whereas the Orioles have not. And it's the difference. The O's got Alonso, Rutschman, and Basayo coming up. Yeah, Nick, I'm glad I watched a little bit of the game. Holiday really hasn't had a spring training. He broke the hamate bone, and he hasn't really had any spring training games. The games in Norfolk are his spring training games. So I wouldn't read too much into that. All right, here's Pete Alonso. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. I think he'll be fine. He does have catching up to do. He really does. He really hasn't had a spring training. So I think he's going to be just fine. 0-1 pitch inside, ball 1, 1-1. He didn't get one spring training game. As soon as the Orioles broke camp from spring training, he went to Norfolk and went right into games. So yeah, he's got to get his timing. He's got to get up and running. He'll be fine. 1-1 pitch inside, ball 2, 2-0, 2-1. So the Orioles got some work to do here. They've had their opportunities. 10 men left on base in this game. 10 men left on base. Here's another pitch. Strike. 2-2. Alonso seems... I don't know. I don't know if he's just overly cautious or if he's just pressing. He doesn't look comfortable at the plate right now. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's a fly ball to the left. It's going to be shallow. Left fielder's giving the chase. He's going to get there too. He's got it. That's the out. So fly out, foul ball. Foul out more than anything else by Pete Alonso. And Unless the Orioles get something going, that's going to be his game for the day. So 1 down for the Orioles. That brings Rutschman to the plate. Orioles just, when they had their opportunities, they couldn't capitalize. Here's Rutsch, first pitch to him, strike, 0-1. And now you're down, you're down to 8 outs. There's a lot of wind going right now in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Easy play. Throw to first. In time. 2 quick outs for the Orioles. Or for the Twins against the Orioles. Just like that, the Orioles have 2 quick outs. And that's going to bring Basayo to the plate. Sam Basayo. Again, as an O's fan, we got to find ways to score some runs. And they're just not doing it right now. Basayo, first pitch to him. Check swing. Did he check it? Umpire at third says yes, he did check it. So 1-0. So a 1-0 count to Basayo. 4-1 Minnesota. Bottom of the 7th. Strike right there. 1-1. Nunez is up in the bullpen for the Orioles. He's going to come into the game in the 8th. 1-1 pitch. Pop up. Shallow left field. Left fielder's got it. He's calling it. He's under it. He's got it. And just like that, 3 up, 3 down. The Orioles do nothing offensively. Absolutely nothing. And we're heading to the top of the 8th. 4-1 Minnesota. Woo! Not looking good for the O's today. I have a cut on my knee, and it's bleeding. I had to get a Kleenex to put on my cut. It's kind of like the Orioles. We're slowly bleeding to death here. ABC's got to be the worst network in the world. I hate to say it, but they are. They are the worst network in the world. Oh, God. I don't think I believe anything out of ABC's mouth. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, tomorrow morning, if you're in the area, guys, and you want to have a fun stream, we're going to be over at Magic Kingdom. We're going to be starting at TTC, walking over to Magic Kingdom just like we do now. It's a nice, fun walk. I really enjoy it, and we'll be doing that. So join us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be big. Four to 1 Twins, Minnesota. Top of the 8th inning. Orioles are running out of outs. They got 6 left to find 4 runs. Well, they got 6 left to find 3 runs. Forget 4. Let's see if we can even get 1. I'd like to even get 1 more. 2 runs on opening day. So far, 1 run today. The Orioles have not offensively looked good at all. Here's Anthony Nunez, who is making his major league debut, if I'm not mistaken. This will be his major league debut. Nunez's first pitch. There's a strike. So his first pitch in the majors is a strike. Good for him. Oh, 1 pitch. Here it is. There's a line drive to left field. Right there is going to be Taylor Ward. He's got it, and that's 1 down. So Anthony Nunez gets his first out in the major leagues. Good for him. His first out in the major leagues. He's got an 0-1 count on Wallner. Sorry, I'm trying to get something on my phone. 0-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt. Way in the dirt. Wow, gang. Good job on the likes. 33 likes. That's pretty amazing. Thank you so much. 34 likes. Holy cow. All right, Nunez has got a 1-1 count on Geraldo. Did he go? No, he did not. Third base umpire says he did not go. So 2-1 count. Nice having everybody here today, and thank you for the likes. It means a lot. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He challenged him. 97-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball up in the zone. Still a strike. Nunez said, here, hit it, and Wallner couldn't catch up to it. So we're back to even in the count. 2-2. I don't know why it says Geraldo when pitching for the Orioles is Anthony Nunez. Up in the top left-hand corner. Ball 3, by the way. 3-2 count now. The Orioles, Anthony Nunez is in the game. Geraldo's not in the game anymore. But on the scoreboard, it says Geraldo. And I don't know why the Orioles haven't fixed that yet. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a foul. We're going to do it again. Nunez has got some heat. He's throwing 97 mile per hour. Wow, we got 10 people watching. Thank you, gang. Welcome in, everybody. 4-1 Minnesota. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Anthony Nunez has got a 3-2 count right here. Here's the pitch. Check swing. No, he got him. He had to get him. Yes. Third base umpire Laz Diaz said, yep, you swung. Adley Rutschman applies the tag, and that is now 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning for Anthony Nunez. It was a ball in the dirt, and Wallner offered at it, and just couldn't hold up. He definitely swung. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. Alonso's got it. Throw to Nunez at first, and that's the inning, folks. And just like that, Anthony Nunez, good for him, with his first official outing as a major leaguer, and he gets a 1-2-3 inning. Good for him. Everybody's giving him high fives and congratulating him. And, good start for him. Bottom of the 8th inning, coming up for the O's. We got Tyler O'Neill, Kobe Mayo, and Leody Tavares. I can't say that name for some reason. I'm watching MLB TV. I'm watching, the Orioles play the Minnesota Twins, and everything I see for a commercial is ABC and ESPN. Everything's ABC. Everything's ABC. Well, no, I guess this is Fox right here, but I'm surprised at that. Yeah, Nick, that was a good outing for Nunez. I like to see that. Maybe the Orioles will have something in him. Tell you what the O's don't have is they don't have any offense right now. Offense is not looking good whatsoever. Party at the Yard. Every Friday home game. Live music and drink specials. Party at the Yard on Friday nights. Oh, we were supposed to do the scores. All right, we'll do the scores at the end of this inning. I'm sorry, gang. I forgot. You guys got to remind me. 13 people back in here. Thanks for coming back in, gang. Justin Topa's in the game. 54 games last year, 3.9 ERA, 281 opponent batting average. That's kind of high. 7 Ks per 9 innings, 2.7 walks per 9 innings. So let's see what the Orioles, if they can do anything against him here. Good to have everybody in. 13 of you watching. 14 now. Be sure to hit the like button as you're coming in. Tyler O'Neill's going to lead it off for the O's, down 4-1. Let's see what he can do. Here's the first pitch. Inside, but called a strike. 0-1. Yes, Disney owns both ABC and ESPN and Hulu. Yes, correct. Sony, you're right. 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Way outside. Ball 1. 1-1. O'Neill is set. Here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's got it. He's going to underhand it to first, and that's the first out here in the 8th inning. Wow, the Orioles just cannot hit right now. They are not looking good offensively at all. You know, last year I blamed it on the hitting coach. I didn't like the philosophy. But you know, if this continues, I know we're only 2 games in, doesn't mean anything yet, but the way they've looked, it may not be the coaches. It may be the talent. I don't know. We'll have to see. They have not looked good. Here's Kobe Mayo. He's looking for his first hit of the game. First pitch to him. Here's a strike, 0-1. You know, you're at home, you're facing a team that doesn't have a very good pitching staff, and you're getting beat like this. There's a strike 2 right there, 0-2. So quickly, down 0-2 is Kobe Mayo. 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 called. Oh, no! They called it a ball. I thought they were going to call a strike on that one. They did not. I guess they said it was low and inside. I thought it caught the corner, but I guess not. So that's a break for the Orioles. So Mayo still alive at 1-2 here. Yes, gang. 14 of you in here. If you're just coming in, be sure to hit that like button for us. We hit our goal of 30. Since we hit our goal of 30, let's up the goal to 40. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second baseman. He's got it. He's going to throw to first. Another easy out. 2 down. The problem is the Orioles aren't even having good at-bats. They had some good at-bats early, but nothing since. Everything has been like just routine, easy peasy for Minnesota. Fly balls, easy ground balls. Nothing's being hit hard. Here's Tavares, first at bat. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Just none of these at bats are you know, nobody since that last inning when they had bases loaded and they had a couple guys get a couple, you know, hit the ball hard. Nobody's really squared up anything. Here's a strike, 1-1. Yes, 34 likes. You guys are amazing today. Thank you. We might get to 40. We'll see. And we're into the bottom of the 8th inning, gang. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. Is it going to get out of play? Left fielder's going to give it a chase. And he is not going to get there. It is going to get out of play. So 1-2 on Leody Tavares. Orioles are running out of outs, folks. They got 4 outs to go and 1 strike. Tavares is set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Well, Jeff, you know what? If it's a 2-1 game, maybe the 9th inning is interesting. 4-1, Man, it's going to take a complete meltdown to lose this one, dude. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Oh! Yeah, I knew that. Catcher's going to challenge it. It was called a ball, but the catcher right away says, I'm challenging that pitch. I think he's going to get it. That's strike 3. Yep, he's out. Strike 3, that's the inning. And that's the inning's over. That's a terrible, man, the Orioles. My gracious, you've got to do better than that, guys. Do better. Bad offensive showing by the Orioles today. Bad offensive showing. You're down 3-1 like that. Anything even close, you've got to protect the plate and keep the inning alive. And they just have not done it today. It's not good for the Orioles. Good challenge right there by the catcher. He knew it was a strike. I knew it was a strike. I thought so too. And good call. So we're heading to the top of the 9th inning. Minnesota's got a big 4-1 lead over the Orioles right now. Oddly enough, the Orioles are out hitting them 5-4. Isn't that crazy? Orioles got 5 hits on opening day and they won 2-1. They've got 5 hits tonight and they're losing 4-1. Not good. Not good at all. Not a good start. Again, thank you all for being here today. 34 likes tonight. That's an awesome amount of likes for us. We really are happy with that for our first game back. So I think it's awesome. All right, here we go. I'm going to get ready here for the 9th inning. I did like Nunez. I thought Nunez really pitched well. I don't think he'll come out for the 9th. But we'll see. Oh, he did come out for the 9th. So Nunez is still in the game. Here's the pitch. Strike. Low. Oh, ball. Ball 1. 1-0. Oh, Jeff, I don't know that Minnesota's going to lose 100 games, dude. I don't. I don't think you'll lose that many games. I don't know that anybody's that bad that they're going to lose 100 games. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. 1-1. I don't know that we have anybody that's that bad that we're going to see somebody lose 100 games. We might have some teams lose in the 90s, but I don't think you'll have 100. I don't think you'll have 100 losses. 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing. Strike. 1-2. He absolutely went. Check the swing. They appealed down to first base. He obviously went. Umpire says yes, he went. So 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Nunez. Swing and a foul back. Strike. 1-2 still. 97 on the four-seamer for Nunez. He's got good stuff. The Orioles might have something in this guy. If he continues to throw like this. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. On the sweeper. Wow, that's good. He's pitched. I'm telling you right now, the Orioles might have somebody in this guy. Wow, he's not even close to that pitch. So 1 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0. Outman is in the game now. I think it's Josh, right? No, James. James Outman. 134 hitter last year. 6 home runs, 11 RBIs. James Outman is in the game for Minnesota against Anthony Nunez. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Short left field. Nope. Gunner's going to go out. He's going to call him off. Gunner's under it. He's got it. 2 down here in the 9th inning. It's going to be Royce Lewis stepping to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Of course, he had the big 2-run home run. He's stolen a base. He's walked. He's got 2 runs scored. Royce Lewis has had a good game. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike on the sweeper. Really nice pitch for Anthony Nunez. 0-1 count. Here it is. Here's the next pitch. Another sweeper. That one's low. 1-1. Nunez is set at the belt. 1-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. There's another sweeper strike right there on the outside corner. 1-2. What's making Nunez effective right now is he's changing speeds. He's using both sides of the plate, but he's also throwing strikes. 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a foul. Good swing there by Lewis to stay alive. He's throwing strikes. He's throwing both pitches. His command is good. So even though you don't know what's coming, you gotta be swinging because he's throwing strikes. So 1-2 count on Royce Lewis right here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a changeup, no less. And that, folks, is the inning. Bottom of the 9th inning coming up. The Orioles need a wing and a prayer. We'll see if they get it. 4-1 Minnesota. Heading to the 9th inning. For the Birds, it's going to be Jeremiah Jackson, Taylor Ward, and Gunnar Henderson. This is it, guys. Last inning. Got to find it here. Wow, we got up to 35 likes. Did we get to 35? We did. Hot diggity dog. We got to 35 likes. Good job, everybody. That's awesome. The Orioles are 3 outs away from a 1-1 season heading into Sunday's rubber match against the Twins. Again, we'll be back Monday night. Texas is in town. Orioles will be playing the Rangers. I will get the thumbnail up for that game later in the week. Or, no, later tonight or tomorrow. For Monday, if you can join us Monday for the Orioles-Rangers, that should be a good matchup. I think for the Orioles, I think it'll be Shane Baz on the mound. I think Bassett goes tomorrow. I could be wrong. Oh, scores. Let's go real fast. Let's do scores. Around Major League Baseball. Let's see if we can get them going here. Top of the 10th inning, Rangers took a 4-3 lead over the Phillies. Top of the 10th, Mets-Pirates still 0-0. Bottom of the 8th, Reds 5-4 over the Red Sox. Everybody else is warming up. We've got some finals. Cardinals 6-5 over the Rays. Cubs 10-2 over the Nationals. It says Athletics Rays 7-7. It can't be 7-7 if it's a final. And then the Marlins beat the Rockies 4-3. I'll have to look at that again. That doesn't make any sense. It said 7-7 final for the Athletics and the Blue Jays. You can't be 7-7. Somebody's got to win. That must be a typo. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Top of the 9th inning for the O's. They need a wing and a prayer. Let's see if they can get it. Cole Sands is in the game. 4.5 ERA last year. 8 walks over 9 innings. 8 Ks over 9 innings. 2.4 walks. ERA was 4.50. Hitters, 2.42 batting average. We'll see what happens here. Here's Jeremiah Jackson. He's had 2 hits today. He's had a good day. First pitch. Swing and a foul back. 0-1. It starts with the first hitter. 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI for Jeremiah Jackson. You got to get the runner on. Jackson's got to reach here. Got to reach. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. You got to find a way. You got to reach here. So 1-2 count on him. Here it is. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. Strike 3. Terrible. It's the difference right now. It's what's making the difference between the Orioles winning and losing games. Those are just, you can't, I don't know. I don't even know how you swing at that pitch. So 1 down here in the 9th. Taylor Ward's at the plate. Here's the pitch. He held up. That ball was high. No, he held up. 1-0. Orioles are down to the last 2 outs. Wow, 36 likes today. That's amazing. Outside, ball 2, 2-0, or 35 likes today. That's amazing. Thanks, gang. 35 likes. Really good number. So 2-0 count to Taylor Ward. The Orioles need base runners. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-0. Now, if you're the Orioles, you're down 4-1. Cole Sands just needs to groove one because Taylor Ward's not swinging. There's no way he's swinging. Just groove a fastball. And he walks him. Ball 4. So Taylor Ward with the 1-out walk. Cole Sands right there. That's bad execution. Hey, Melissa. Almost done, girl. That's bad execution by Cole Sands right there. Because here's the thing. If he hits 1 out, it's 4-2. Throw a strike and get back in the count and see if he swings at the next pitch. Now you got a runner on for Gunnar who's due. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0. So again, the Orioles need base runners here. One runner, even a home run here, if you're Cole Sands, you're still winning 4-3. He can't give another base runner, and the Orioles need base runners. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. That might be the best pitch Gunnar sees. That was right down Broadway. That was center cut. Melissa, hit the like button. I think it might already be hit, but that's all right. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gunnar is not looking good, guys. He had a really good World Baseball Classic in the limited amount of time he had, but man, he is not looking good yet here. At all. He just hasn't looked good. 0-3 today. He was 0-4 on opening day. 1-2. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Good take there. You just don't need him to press. That's the thing. You really need him to reach right here and give Alonso a chance. 2-2. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 3. So full count here for Gunnar. He's really got to be careful. You really need Gunnar to have a good at-bat right here. Anything close, you got to at least foul it off. 3-2, here it comes. Struck him out. Wow, Gunnar is really not looking good. That ball was center cut right there. And it's a ball if he doesn't swing. But it's one of those, he's behind everything right now. So 2 down. It's up to Pete Alonso to keep the game alive. 2 outs. Gunnar's not looked good whatsoever. He's just not catching up the balls. I don't know what they're talking about here. I guess they want to be careful with Alonso, but again, your baseball math, you can challenge him because even if he does something, if he hits a home run, it's 4-3. You're still winning. Just challenge him and make him make a play. So here's Alonso. 2 down. Orioles down 3. First pitch. Ground ball, second baseman, easy, steps on the bag at second, and that, folks, is the ball game. And just like that, Pete Alonso swings at the first pitch, and he is out at second base, a force at second, and the Orioles are done for the day. Wow, how about that? That was not good for the Birds. Woo-wee! There you go, folks. Orioles lose this one 4-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 4 men left on base for the Twins. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error, 11 men left on base for the Birds. And that's it. Orioles do not get the win. Taj Bradley, I think, gets the win for them. For the Orioles, Kyle Bradish gets the loss. Both teams are now 1-1. They'll have a game tomorrow where they will play a rubber match game tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, 1:35 p.m. for the O's. I don't know who's pitching for the Orioles. I guess I could look it up just to give you guys real fast how we're looking for tomorrow. For the Birds, I think tomorrow, yeah, it'll be Shane Baz tomorrow. So the newly extended Oriole Shane Baz will get his first try tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon for the O's. And there you go. Guys, thanks for joining me today. I definitely appreciate all of you being here. Orioles offensively did not look good whatsoever. Kudos to Minnesota. They pitched well enough to win, and they got the hits when they needed to get the hits. It's just that simple. And they deserve to win the game. So there you go. 4-1. Minnesota gets the win. Thank you, guys. I hope you join me Monday. We should have the game Monday against the Texas Rangers. Hope you can join us for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until next time, keep rooting for the O's of your team, and take care of yourselves and each other. Hope to see you tomorrow on our other channel for a Disney live stream. Thanks, gang. Again, final score, Minnesota 4, Orioles 1. Good night.